If I had a nickel, for every time Yulin gave me a nickel, I'd be confused to why Yulin was giving me nickels instead of kisses. Okay, but... Alright. Hello, hello. Here you are. High unknown. I don't know where to start. I didn't really give myself enough time to, set up a spot, so I've kind of just been looking at teleports, and I was like, oh, I didn't give myself enough time. Oopsie. But my god, I love this map. I guess we just go to the top, right? Surely that's where we should go. The fucking throne room. How can you go wrong here, right? And then once I start, I'll respawn back to the Vox. Wait, is there? No. I'm a light bulb here. I don't know if we'll stay here. You're early? I'm not even set up yet. What do you mean I'm early? It's 9 a.m. Hi, Den. I smile. Global's gonna put you in a box, apparently, and blames me for it. Yeah, you get used to it. I'm not even set up yet. Well, time for me to go to bed and get comfortable. Good night, everyone. I'm taking this with me, Eric. Hi, Noodles. I want the landscape. Ooh, what does this look like? You can't really see the landscape there. Right in my room. Here. Good. I kinda like this. Like the big old castle approach. We'll do it here. Hi, Oni. The driest hello. Wow. Okay. Don't fucking do that, Noodles. I swear. I feel like I'm absolutely calling Noodles out for this. It is not just Noodles. It pushes me a little bit when people are like, I didn't like the way you said hello to me. It's like, do you want me to stop? You want me to not do it at all? Because that's what you're asking for. I love you, Noodles. My beat. No, it's... I'm sorry. It is very much like... There's like 10 to 20 people that do it. And I'm like, alright, I'm addressing this now. Or stretches. Stretches, that's what we're doing. Noodles, how is it that you keep being the one that I call out when, like, it's a long list of people? The late thing, the, just now with the didn't like your high. Wasn't there something yesterday? I feel like there was something yesterday there. I was like, grrr! I remember yesterday I was like, grrr, Noodles, and then I was thinking, I was like, that wasn't fair. Let's see. Going through your chat message yesterday, there was Camel, Scary, Love, Why He's Small. Not squatting still. That's what. You said not squatting still. And I was like, I know. Okay, grr, I know. I love you, Noodles. I don't mean to pick on you. 3 minutes in and you already being mean to chat. This is like late all over. Good at pushing buttons, the door thing. Elon, did you get your waffles? Hi, Elder. What made you think I was getting waffles? No, I did not get waffles. I said I like waffles. Let's start stretching. You thought I was getting waffles from that? I think I just said I want waffles. Oh, you said what? Yeah, I want waffles. I don't get the things I want all the time. Often, yes. But Elder, what I want... Okay. What I want is, like, super fucking hot body, like, fucking wide-ass hips, juice, fucking hairless. Oh my god, I hate body hair so much. I want to be able to eat fucking cookies all day and not have, like, calories connected to that. Oh my god. Want to try a waffle? You've never had a waffle? Hi, Haxie. They're good. We share a common goal. Did I say hi, Juice? I've already forgotten if I did. Hi, Juice. Waffle cone American thing? Wait, hang on. They're not even an American thing. There's literally, like, Belgian waffles. Bro, a cartoon character. Hi, Ants. Dude, I'm like a fucking light bulb here. I'm... Blah. But, like, at the same time, Breath of the Wild, so I really want to walk here. I want Ewan to not forget to say hi to me. Hi, Trogdor. I did miss you, didn't I? I miss you because you were already like 3 minutes in and Ewan's already being mean. I was like, grr, I'm coming back to that. And then I forgot to. Waffles originated in ancient Greece. Really? Tiny Needles? Yeah, but your culture is waking up and waffles for breakfast nowhere else? Ain't no way. There's no way that waffle breakfast is American exclusive. IP Frog Lind. I dislike this. I'm not saying hi to you, but I am acknowledging your presence here, Global. Hello. This map has a loading screen? Uh-huh. Yeah. This map is fucking cool. Pie is breakfast here. Nice hot meat pie for breakfast. Level 50. Ugh. That was the last thing you sent me, right? The fucking frog. That was fucking gross. Can we shoot for 11:30 start time for walks today? Oh, ants. Oh, I will try. But, I'm usually trying. I'm just bad. Today is Friday. I had plans after stream today. I was still gonna nap, but I was gonna do tree trimming today with my dad. And then, like, 30 minutes before stream, he came up and he was like, hey, something came up? No tree trimming today. I was like, shit, alright. I joined at 10 yesterday and you were still yapping. We stalled for like 55 minutes yesterday, ants. Which I don't really like. I'm not bothered by it, because it doesn't mean there's less walking. Unless it's a day like Wednesday, where we have a cutoff, where it's like, we have to stop here. It doesn't really cut off the walking, right? And so, I'm kind of okay with stalling that long. Man, what's going on, Neil? Today's Monday, and you're not at the beach? Y'all didn't pay taxes. Pre-recorded. Did you say today is Friday? Did I say today? I did say today is Friday. I think I planned to do, tree trimming with my dad on Friday. And then that moved to Monday. But I'm still thinking, like, tree trimming Friday. I did say Friday. It's Monday. Tree trimming was going to be today. But then he came in 30 minutes earlier and was like, no tree trimming today. And I was like, okay. I need to sniffle. We're gonna get like walking or something, and I'm just gonna feel the fucking flood of nose crumminess. Come here, unknown. Come here, Haxie. I'm not trimming you. Hell yeah. Do you have the thing on? If I push the thing, would it work?
Why would I wear it while walking?
I was just asking. I think it'd be a terrible idea to wear it while walking. Hi, Wrath. Hi, Measter. 30 watch streak, yippee. I'm not trimming you. That's why I preemptively laid down just in case it is an hour. Hi, Princess. Wait. Which one? Fun? Hell yeah. Benoit. Elin could not handle the taste of Marmite? Probably not. Hi, Devil Gated. We're at Bendy Stretches. Dude, I can like feel stuff in my nose, but it's like, ugh. Oh, thank you, Trogdor. Oh. Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait a minute. It says controls tab down there. What the? I don't know if I like this map for walking. Between controls tab and just glowing like a light bulb, I'm like, this might not be a good map. Oh, brother. Thank you, Trogdor. That's technically short of 2 incline, but we're going to round it up. I'm just going to remember it's 500. So if somebody gives, 200 bits, it's not going up. Hi, Jan. Looks good to me. It's, so like, I just love the map. And like, I would love to take Court here on a Friday and like just run around this place with everybody for an hour. Granted, there's another map I want to take everybody to more on Fridays that I'm more looking forward to. But could put it on while I wait though. I wasn't looking to like push it. I just saw the button on the thigh and I was like, do you have it on? How long till your B-Day? Let's see. It's tomorrow. The actual time I was born at? I have no idea. I've never thought about that. Damn, hi Yuli. Hi, you look good to me. We'll see once we get into the walking. I'll probably be glowing like a light bulb. Especially the world that the first video we're walking to is a very dark and gloomy world. I could put it on while I wait though, coward. It's not me being a coward, I don't want to press it. Me having to tiptoe, not to push Yulin's buttons. No! Noodles, you've got good graces for a few days. You can actually push them further. Yulin, there's only one button you want to push though. Go ask your mom, put it out, and pull out the birth certificate. Let's see, if I move this over here, I have enough. Ugh. Well, I'm at the very edge of my cable. Ugh. Is it right here? It is. We got a time on this? I just see May 27, 1991. Yeah, I don't see a time on this. Do they normally put that on birth certificates? I think you were just saying that, Trog. Ugh. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Everyone says that till they press mail reset button. I love pushing Yulin's P button. Windows reset noise. What the heck? Yes. 91, let's go. They normally have times. It's because of twins and so on. I didn't see a time on mine, but you know, I was looking very briefly while holding up my headset and looking through the nose gap. Why are you 3 feet away from your birth certificate? Because everything I own is in this room. All of it. I don't have stuff in other rooms except for, you know, some things in a bathroom that aren't really like, you know, I could live without them. Yulin needs help with his prostate test. With his prostate test. What the hell did I join? Hi, Gana. They were like, what does it say on your birth certificate for the time you're born? I was like, I don't know, and I had it right there, so. Where'd Bendy? No, I said prostate. I see. The fuck is a prostate test? Hi, Yulin. Goon material in the bed base. What? I'm doing my toe touch. I don't know, you're the one with 2 degrees? I was more talking about buttons being pressed. I told Noodles not to do a thing earlier. And I was like, Noodles, how are you always the one that's like the 10th person to do a thing, but that's the point where I'm like, you guys gotta stop doing this. And Noodles was like, I just push everyone's buttons. And I was like, no, Noodles, you're so nice. It's not fair that it's always you. And now they've just been making jokes about button pressing. You tell me, smartest pants. Come here, I'll point to it for you. Oi. Oh no, Yulin's at the age to get a prostate test. Technically, a few more years. I was born unlucky. Final answer. Morning, Lynn. I did my laundry. Now I'm at work, Lynn. Hi, Techno. I hope work goes fast. Cammy. We're at Cammy. We're making good time to start by 9:30, right? Right? We actually are. The age to get his second test. Stop lying to yourself. Hi, Kodiak. Howdy. Oh. Squats. Just test daily. Hang on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Neil and I was in a loot event last night, but I fucked up and we had a good conversation instead of sex. Grats, I think? Test daily to make sure it works. Hi, Lobner. What? I'm awake. Hi, Senril. Isn't it like 9 or 10 p.m. for you? Raise the controls tab? I can't raise it. That's part of the map. I can't even see it in VR chat. Like, that's not a thing I can see. It's just going through the stream camera. Squats. You guys are stalling me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sleep schedule's all screwed. Recovering from sickness. Get well soon. I'll make it up to you. I do like your flower crown. That comes with the bunny ears. Um, it's hard to. It comes with the bunny ears. Spacefish made them. Ugh, sleep is for the weak. Hi, Noodles. Elon, did you know Lop is toxic? I didn't. Do you have any proof? Do you have any evidence of this? Just waves people in VR, then leaves the world. That's not toxic. I'm not. Bunnylin is cute, for real. That place you're in looks like a mess. You've played this game, Sentinel. I know you have. I'm very excited to take Core here. I don't know if we'll make it here Friday. Because there's two big worlds I want to go to. I want to go to Victory of Round, which will be there for like an hour or two. And then I also want to take her here where we can walk through like the entire fucking Hyrule Castle. And that's going to take like an hour. So it's like, I don't know if we go for this Friday. Proxy said, so must be true. I was shy. Lobner joined on Proxy, saw me and ran away and left so fast. But I love conversations, including the underground areas. It is, I can't really show you the map. It's got 3 levels, and it has all the inside areas, as well as, like, the shrine down below. I don't know if you can go in the shrine. And there's definitely, like, invisible walls that prevent you from going out to, like, you know, the rest of the Breath of the Wild. I'm pretty sure that's just a fucking skybox. Which, now that I think about it, did he just, like, take screenshots and stitch them together? That's actually kind of cool if they did. I played Victory of Round. There was a desktopper. Kind of unfun in that regard. I can imagine so. There was one desktopper when I played it Saturday. It was a Stulfo Traps. And they kind of got shit on. That wasn't just you, Haxie. I ran away from Proxy too. That wasn't the real goal. I don't blame them. Haxie is scaly. Haxie has my backseat. I'm not in VR chat, but pretend me giving you a big hug. I doubt anyone wants to fucking chow. You'd be surprised, Techno. There is a sexy chow model. Hard to tell unless I'm in there too. I don't know, there's some weird people out there. I don't like desktoppers and anything with range attacks. Good that nothing happened, Tech. There's definitely times where it gets annoying, right? If it's like one round, I'm okay with it. If it's like the desktopper wins every single time, it's like, okay, I don't want you here anymore. A lot of people are just gonna be like, I can't show restraint. I'm just always gonna try and win. And some people would like, okay, I know I have an unfair advantage. Let's try to even it out. So like if I was a desktopper in Victory of Round, I would focus on not abilities where I want to hit people directly. I'd be focusing on like bounce builds. Because then being a desktopper isn't going to give you advantage. It's not going to be like you're clicking heads from across the map. You're still playing and like trying, but you're not just like, I have an unfair advantage. Next to you, Scary Face with super effective. Elin, you know people can't read the room. Yeah, the idea of a Chow getting F isn't a nice mental image. Definitely an if I speak situation. Well, that was me speaking on it. I guess kind of disagreeing with you. There's some people that, like Trog said, they just can't read the room. If I was desktop, I'd be trying to not ruin it for everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, Scary Face in Pokemon makes it so you can't run away. Yeah, that is kind of weird, isn't it? Scary Face makes it so that you can't run away. But you'd think Scary Face would make them run away. Huh. I don't have that fuck-ass sexy Chow model. It's horrendous. But good that nothing happened, Tech. Why is that good? I thought they got on for sexy time. Isn't it like rooted in fear? That makes it worse, because you still managed to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. not fucking talking, and we're not gonna make it by 30 minutes now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So scared you broke the rules. And I got on because it was a hide and seek, and I'm a bitch baby who likes hide and seek. It was hide and seek, but you got found, you get fucked. Oh, Faulkner does not care for your rules. That's a 3D skybox. I bet they just ripped the LOD. Oh, that's good. Make it 45. Literally. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 10. We have our plank. Turn around for the last squat. You know what I really want to do, Trogdor? I want to learn the, I want to, like, learn the dolly system. I kind of just, oh, I did. Whatever. I left it on local instead of world. I want to learn the dolly system, and when I'm doing stretches like this, I want to have it, like, slowly rotate around me. Hi, honey. I was in a world earlier that had an amazing skybox. I don't know what to think of it either. I was just there because I enjoy being with the beans of that group. 27, start. 30, end for plank. That's a kind of wild game of tag, Techno. Techno wants to be hide and fucked. Well, I don't think they participated. I think they joined and then were like, oh, never mind, and bounced. I don't really think I would want that either. I kind of feel like the game would just... Like, what is the pacing of that? Are you supposed to, like, finish in a fucking minute, or... So effing was just a bonus, gotcha. Hey, Ewan, come here often? What the heck? No, I participated, it was fun. Oh. Good for you, Techno. Got found twice and talked instead of fucked. Oh, I see. 1 minute down. So what was the pacing of it? You should be able to tell us, Techno. Went to the grocery store today. And my cart locked up like I was a thief. And it was like, fucking what? I bought 5 items. How did this go off? You got found, you get fucked for half an hour. Everyone else respawned and chilled while they fucked. Why you part so far away? What? Part so far away? What do you mean? Park? What, the cooldown period? I didn't park? 1 round is like 40 minutes? What do you... I'm confused, Trogdor. I went to the grocery store. I bought 5 items. As I was leaving, the grocery cart that holds the stuff, like the thing locked up and the alarm went off like I was stealing. 30 seconds. Almost done. I come back and Ewan was stealing? No. My grocery cart locked up like I was. They usually get locked when you leave too far from the location. Well, it locked up at the door. I was still in the store. It wasn't my heart tisk. Well, I'm glad you had fun. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ewan's only stealing hearts. So what, you steal? I didn't steal anything. I've actually, like, never stolen anything from a grocery store. I've never, like, bought 10 items and added 1 or 2. Bunny Tail of 10, Benoy. Hi, Violet. I literally bought 5 items, put them in the cart, got my receipt, started leaving. The grocery cart locked up, and the doors were like, whew, whew, whew. And then the girl came up fucking smiling, held a wand down to the box thing that locked it. It was like, you're free to go. And I was like, okay. She didn't check like, hey, why did this go off? Did you actually pay for your stuff? She just like came over, and then unlocked it. I kind of got the feeling that she wanted to fuck with me. And it was just like, you just have nothing better to do? Huh? But I guess I shouldn't assume that. Plenty of hugs were given. I would have still cavity searched you. Sort of dystopian food or is this shit? Wait, Elon, I'm sending you a picture of how I derailed the whole thing. Harry Potter shit probably knows the carts do that a lot. Ignorance before malice. Yeah, it's... Well, so here's the thing. I've been going to this store for 3 years. That's never happened before. Those boxes have been there, like, the whole time. And I have never, like, had it go off like that. So I'm like, why this time? Unless it's started malfunctioning? I don't know. I'm gonna respawn back to the beginning. There. Okay. This way I can kind of like, ooh, is there someone flat nearby? Kinda. This'll work. This way people don't have to go looking for me and like learn the teleport system. Anchor.
I can't climb walls.
Please tell me you just teleported to us.
No.
Rip. There's a very easy teleport system. It isn't too bad to climb. I remember the first time I came here, I accidentally got to the top just like climbing. It does have climbing. You can just start grabbing the walls.
Probably not on mobile.
Unlucky day, don't sweat it. It's probably nothing, Noodles. It's probably like, I don't know, it just malfunctioned, and malfunctioning for the first time really isn't that big a deal. The girl just gave me a bad vibe. I didn't like that. Calibrate. This to the... Was that an unknown? It was. It was an unknown.
Avatar just sliding all over the place. Yeah, no locomotion. Cool.
Could also be the system was just being a mess. Probably knows the cars do that a lot. Ignorance for bliss. Good phrase. The pic's been DM'd. I'm sure that's all that happened. Girl flirts with Elon and Elon completely ignored her. I don't know if you've heard my story of that Trogdor, but I have one way worse than that. Unlucky day, don't sweat it. I'll DM it to you too. Elon, I'm gonna flip. I needed 300x per thing. Sounds loot. When I check again, 3 RP. So is second match. Damn. Back DMA. Was that an unknown? Unknown hug. No. Is that an axolotl? It is not an axolotl, though it's very axolotl-like. It's an alien. Close enough. Alright. Let's see how much of a...
I kind of want to make use of that meme of it's an axolotl, not what I'm called.
Yeah.
No, that is fine.
See how much of a light bulb we are here. We're kind of bright. We're also kind of... No, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. Let's start walking. I recorded this video yesterday. It's Silver Pine Forest. We're at 2 incline? Just say you don't like women, Yuland? Why the fuck would I say that? If not friend, then why friend-shaped? Time? Okay, turns out I had to set up my setup. Noah Axolotl. Axolotl? No, so my worst flirting story, Trog. This is horrendous. I was working at Tech Systems. This is where I, had the cubicle job. And, I would drive there in my dad's truck. Most days I'd go with his truck, because he had, like, a work vehicle, and then he just had 2 cars. The truck was for, like, other things. And, he had an extra car, I would take that to work. And so, it's a pretty nice truck. It was a, like, 2016 Silverado, I think. 2015, I don't know. Somewhat new. Very nice. I go to work one day in this. And, one of my coworkers, she's like, wow, Elon, I saw you get to work in your truck today. That's a really nice truck. And, like, I have been told the proper responses were, yeah, I can give you a ride in it sometime, or, maybe you can help me test the suspension. Har har. My response was, wow, Elon, I saw you arrive to work in your truck today. That's a really nice truck. Thanks, it's my dad's. And so, the concept of woman flirts with Euland and Euland fucking fumbles it and completely misses. Yeah, that's happened before. Euland is so real. I had to set up my setup. Like, you just had to redo everything? How did you ever get late? Streakland maintain off to Workland. Bye, Techno, I hope it goes fast. That's a mean, but possibly true. Hey, it's Den, how have you been? Yolanda is so real, so relatable. Hi, Archangel. Trogdor. But bold of you to assume. Notes from yesterday. No tree trimming today. Oh, brother. I played Roadcraft yesterday. Yulin getting laid story? I played Roadcraft yesterday. So I've been trying to not play this game. I've been trying to, like, keep my free time and not just lose all of it to Roadcraft. But, like, I feel bad because media gifted it to me. And so I'm like, it feels wasteful to not play it. I gotta just play it. And so, had it installed already, and I played it yesterday. And I rage quit after, like, 30 minutes. I'm not done with it. I didn't, like, uninstall it or anything. But basically, Objective 1. Drive 10 feet forward and look out over this cliff. Alright, Objective 2. Drive 200 meters along a road and look out over this other cliff. Hi. Objective 3. Go to your forward base. Or I guess not the forward base, this, like, facility. So you go down this zigzag hill, then you have to go through this, like, flooded street. And, it's full of mud, and your like, super mega truck, 4-wheel drive, can barely handle 2 inches of mud. I don't know what the, like, justification is for this in the game. But, like, Your truck can barely handle the slightest amount of mud, and its wheels start spinning. It has four-wheel drive. It has road shift. And it just like, its tires just fucking spin. The trucks feel fucking awful. But I go through this fucking muddy river. It's awful. I get to the facility. And this is where I have a backhoe, and they're like, okay, now use this to, you know, push some stuff out of the road. Okay, that takes like 2 minutes. Now find the forward base. Well, the forward base, it's like directly ahead of you objective-wise, but you see it in the fog of war where the objective is. The actual road is go right or go left. Well, you're supposed to go right, and that takes you to the forward base. I went left. So I'm like going past, and I'm like, this isn't the right way. I try doing a K-turn. The backhoe turns over. It's a fucking backhoe, by the way. This thing should be like 8,000 pounds. And it just tips over. Okay. Now that my backhoe has turned over, K-turn? A K-turn is like, do this, then this, and then this, and then that. It's shaped like a K. It's basically a U-turn. Think of like, you want to go down the road you just came down. 3-point turn? Yes. So I tip my backhoe, and I'm like, okay, how do I untip it? And it's like, you need to respawn the backhoe. It will spawn it at the very beginning of the map where that cliff was. So now I'm like 800 meters from my objective. And I'm like, oh my god, okay. So I respawn the backhoe. Up on the cliff. I start driving down the road. I know exactly where to go. I get to that muddy river, right? I get to the muddy river, and the backhoe can't go through it. Its wheels just spin. It cannot go through the mud. And they didn't expect, I guess they didn't expect you to like flip your backhoe and have to put it back there in front of the river. But like, I feel like this seems like such an oversight. How did you not think about going through this spot with the second vehicle? So I literally cannot get through the game. And I have to restart the level. Okay, I restarted. All the stuff I've done so far, music matches intensity, I am kind of sitting here like, damn, that is just still rising. I restart the progress on the level. This is the tutorial level, by the way. And I restart the progress. I'm back on the cliff with the pickup truck. Alright. Cliff lookout 1, cliff lookout 2. Go through the muddy river. Move the shit in the road with the backhoe. Switch back to the pickup truck to find the forward base. I find it, and they're like, alright, new objective. Build the road so the cranes can get here. What? Literally, the objective is build out the road between the forward base and the facility so that cranes can move back and forth. And I'm like, I don't know how to do any of that. Like, there's no buttons for that. What do you mean just build the road? It's literally like okay, here's how you draw an owl. Draw a circle. Now draw 2 circles for the eyes. Now draw the rest of the owl. And it's like, what? It just, okay. There's a second objective that was like, find a generator at this third abandoned facility. Thank you for stopping by, Senro. So I'm like, okay, I don't know how to build the road, so I'll just do this second objective first. So I go to the abandoned facility. I'm in my pickup truck. I'm driving around the facility, scanning. I find a crate. I'm not entirely sure it was the generator I needed, but I find a crate. And there's no, like, collection button. There's no, like, hey, you found this thing. Just pop it into your inventory. And so I'm like, okay, the only thing I have is a fucking winch. As in, like, a hook on a cable. And so I winched this box, which I think is the generator. I don't actually know. And I literally drag it 500 meters back to my base. We're driving on, like, a dirt road. And the box is like, dun, 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 like fucking Gmod sound effects of it getting smacked around. As I drive with this thing dragging behind my truck. I start having to go uphill. I'm going uphill on a dirt road. I have a fucking giant box cabled to my truck. So I'm like moving 1 foot a second. It's like a crawl. And I'm like, this seems wrong. I have to like be a way, there has to be a way to like open the box or load it into the truck. There's gotta be something I'm missing here. And I open the map, and I mouse over the box on the map, and there's a button for recover item. Oh, okay, I gotta recover item, and that will, like, put in my inventory. No. That is not what it does. What it does is, you've pushed it off a cliff and can't get it anymore, so respawn it at its original location. This thing then respawns back where I found it, 400 meters away from where my truck is, because I was, like, 100 meters away from my base. And at this point, I was like, I'm done. I don't want to play this game anymore today. This is ridiculous. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, game devs. I'm getting on World of Warcraft. I hate this here. I was like, I was fucking seeing red from that. 10 out of 10 games so far. The only people I've seen that played it with 3 people, so they just towed each other through things. Dude, it feels like that's what you have to do. Nice truck, Elon. Don't say it's your dad's. Phone cannot handle VR and other apps at the same time. Well, unfortunate. Bye-bye. Teehee, I'm a wench. You know what was really funny? I was talking about it while Media was streaming. She's streaming and I'm sitting there like, this fucking game! Thank you, but like, oh my god, I couldn't figure this out. And at one point when I said, like, I winched the box, fucking Twitch is like, are you sure you want to say that? Or no, it auto-modded me. Twitch was like, auto-mod was like, yeah, we're gonna wait for this message to be approved. And I was just like, oh god. You mean you got a game about making roads without know how to make roads? I don't know, sounds like a skill issue. Sounds really annoying, but also funny. It seems like it's very much the game that, like, it's fun once you know the systems, but my god, learning the systems is going to be, like, overwhelming, and I don't know how to fucking do this. Did you watch Apothecary? The last episode I saw was the festival. They wore the masks, and then they shot the flaming arrow to burn the masks. That was the last one I saw. I don't know if that's caught up or an episode or 2 behind. Also, I want a drink. I thought about it, Trogdor. Apothecary Diaries didn't have a single award in the Crunchyroll Awards. And I was like, oh man, that would have been my favorite. Good? What the fuck? Hey, Elin, so about Ruby. Yeah. The meme I keep seeing, Trog, is, everybody is upset solo leveling sweeped the Crunchy Awards. They're like, man, this trash mid-tier anime won everything? This is so dumb. And then somebody they're talking to will be like, well, did you vote on the winners for Crunchyroll on their website? And then it goes back to the first person, and it's like a blank face. And then it's like their face with the angry eyebrows. Did Freerun have anything? Freerun had like 2 or 3. It had best drama. I think it had best background. And I think Fern got best supporting character. I kind of like solo leveling, to be honest. We're supposed to vote? Yes, it's all voted on their website. I like solo leveling. I did enjoy it. Hi, Golden Gooner. Thank you for the follow. Wait, you guys voted? I didn't vote. I just saw that the Crunchyroll Awards happened, so I went over them. I enjoyed watching Solo Leveling. I'm not gonna pretend it's like the best anime of all time. It is absolute sloppa, generic story, like almost toxic male power fantasy. What's this? This is me exercising. I walk in VR chat and yap with anybody that wants to hang out. What speed is Den at? That is hard to gauge, Sen. She doesn't have a treadmill. I could never forget how they called Demon Slayer the anime of the decade. It's a cutie femboy yapping on. Whatever BPM my current music is at. True. Yeah, it's all voted on, which kind of means it's extremely based on recency bias, right? If an anime comes out in January, and then an anime comes out in September, and they vote, you know, during December, that recent one is going to be, like, fresh on everybody's mind. They're gonna be like, that's gonna sweep. That's kind of just the nature of, like, fan votes. It's a popularity contest. Hey, boss, we goonin', not the gooner, what's this? I could never forget how they called Demon Slayer the anime of the decade. Yeah, it's a cutie femboy yapping. Whatever BPM, Chum Jerker refused to look at us. Wow. Not gonna stop the platinum rank. To be fair, that is a good booty. What the? Could be better. What the heck? It could be better. Doesn't have jiggle physics yet. But the key word is yet. Or I guess 3 of them. When I watched Solo Leveling, the entire time I just had a sense of like, this is just the fucking bullied at school kids male fantasy of like, I get to be the strongest and just fucking let all the bullies eat their words and beat the shit out of them and be super cool and have all the girls fall in love with me. It wasn't as egregious as Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online was like, holy shit, you're not even trying. Solo Leveling has... It felt less like... I don't know. I say it felt like less, but I'm like, did it really? Was it really, like, less blatant power fantasy than Sword Art Online? I don't know if it was. It might be just as bad as Sword Art Online. I think I just like it over Sword Art Online because Sword Art Online has bad story elements. Like, just genuinely, not generic, but bad story moments. I liked SAO. I hated SAO. I was like... I dropped SAO 1 or 2 episodes into the 2nd season. Yet, day 1176. Hi, Yasu, after people sucking up Severance. I never watch anything mainstream. I get really hipster and I never want to watch stuff that's mainstream. And then I do watch it and I always like it. So his cousin didn't fall in love with him. I liked SAO. Opinion on steak and cheese pie for breakfast. I've yet to watch SAO. You could skip it. I don't know, food's food. You wanna do steak and cheese pie for breakfast? Hell yeah. SAO moved my soul. It moved your soul? I haven't watched any. Peak. The only SAO I liked was the one where Kirito had long hair. And everyone thought he was a girl for reasons. I avoid red meat. But... is mink and cheese pie is a classic breakfast. Mince? Oh, okay. If you make it to the Gun Gale side series, it's very worth it. Making Yulin watch Severance, got it. Sorry for keyboard. No, all good. You're walking. That's fair, I did watch some part, but that's not SAO. That's a breakfast. When I watched Sword Art Online, I watched season 1. And I had just seen... Hi, Kimmy. I had just seen a post that was like, here's how to here's how to recognize an author doing a self-insert and writing themselves as the main character. Number 1. They go through trauma that isn't really meaningful. Like, they have pain, they have suffering, they have trauma, but it's not really lasting. It doesn't, like, affect them. It's just like, every now and then they deal with it, but it doesn't really seem to bother them. But you're supposed to sympathize with them and think better of them for it. Number 2. They get, like, special abilities that make them better than everyone else that seem unjustified. They are essentially the chosen one, but they haven't done anything for them. Number 3. Every notable female character will fall in love with them, right? It was just a checklist of things like this. And watching through Sword Art Online, it was like, it was so blatant that every one of these things was happening. Every female character in the first season falls in love with him. Asuna, the one girl that was from the video game club with her friends. The blacksmith girl, the beastmaster girl, just every girl. Hi, Will. Every girl from season 1 falls in love with him. The only one that doesn't, that actually has voice lines, was the murder in 1 episode. And she just dies. Does he get special abilities? He sure does. Him getting... I still had a soft spot for Elizabeth. Him getting the ability to dual wield, because the MMO tracked everybody's reaction times and he had the fastest reaction time, so he gets to dual wield, is one of the stupidest plot points. That sounds like the most awful designed MMO I've ever heard of. Imagine, like, a game has 10 classes. Imagine it has 20 classes. And then it decides one person in 50,000 gets to be the 21st class because of a metric you didn't even know existed. That's insane. That's crazy insane. I have slept, what you mean. Did I say hi, Will? I already forgot if I did. Hi, Will. And then he keeps having moments of, like, you know, people don't like Kirito. People, he shoulders this burden because he wants, you know, everybody to get along and mediate situations. He gets tortured by this one guy that doesn't like him. And then he, like, forgets about it next episode because it's just like, oh, that wasn't really meaningful. The only trauma that really sticks with him is the one girlfriend dying. And even that one, it's like, oh, I'm sad because my girlfriend died. Continues going on exactly normally as if she didn't die. I didn't like season 1. And I was like, hopefully, you know, it picks up because that was the bad season. Everybody's like, wait, you didn't start at season 1? I was like, no, I did start at season 1. They're like, oh, that was the best season. Oh, shit, that's not a good sign. I went into season 2. Asuna was still in, a coma. And her, like, stepdad or something, like, felt her up, and I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. This fucking sucks. I hate this show. I'm pretty sure it was written by, like, a 15-year-old. I will say, the setting, the Nerve Dive MMO, Holy shit, that's cool. Holy shit, I would love for that to be real. Who's her fiance that felt her up? Well, that's a lot better than a stepdad, but that's still weird. That's fair, I did watch some part, but that's not SAO, that's a breakfast. It's very impressive. Based? Is Den the two-tailed cat? Yes. Yeah, Nekomata, I think. Yeah, would 100% self-insert if he wrote a... Yuland would 100% self-insert if he wrote a story. I don't think I would. Need the MC, self-insert, bingo. Whoa, 3 people walking. Go to sleep, Will. Do have a soft spot for Elizabeth. I actually don't know who Elizabeth is. I will, XCD. I have slept, what you mean. Again, Will, don't tempt me. I don't play MMOs for those words, so those words are empty on me. Yes you did, hi Elon. Copy pasting isekai A and K reincarnated into a harem equals incels making anime. Sword Art Online was very, like, culturally impactful. And it made isekais, it's not the first isekai, but it definitely, like, popularized them. And now there's so many anime that just, they make things an isekai just because it's like, oh, it'll sell better if it's an isekai. And there's like zero reason for it to be an isekai. Inuyasha was an isekai? Changed my mind? No, it was. It just was. She goes to another world. Not her stepdad, it was her fiance that felt her up. The setting was the hook and the best part, that's all. Also, I don't mean that as an insult. I'm pretty sure it was written by a school competition or something. Wait, actually? Elizabeth is the pink-haired blacksmith? Okay, okay. Blacksmith, pink-haired, the blacksmith. But Yulin, you needed to watch the Blu-ray version of the SAO special. They show Asuna topless in the shower? Okay. Apparently I just like pink hair. Who's gonna change your mind, Noodles? That's just a factual statement. My favorite isekai is Fushigi Yuki. My favorite one would probably be Inuyasha. Granted, I think Inuyasha is one of those, like, my god, this didn't age well. I think I'd watch it now and be like, holy shit, it's too campy. It is too much a be shown in anime. If they tried, I'd block them. It was a filtered test. I remember a couple years ago, I tried watching the Inuyasha sequel that was about Sesshomaru's daughters. Holy shit, it was just more Inuyasha, and it was like, I do not care. I do not care about the feelings of these 3 middle school girls. I just do not. I think I got like 10 episodes in and I was like, I'm not gonna keep watching this. That being said, oh god, what's her name? The author for Hi Chocolate. The author for Inuyasha. Rumiko Takahashi? I'm not certain on that name. Hi Kimmy. I fucking loved Inuyasha as a kid. I fucking loved Ranma 1/2. Didn't even make it to 100 episodes of Inuyasha. Way too campy. I loved it when I was like 13 and 14, Violet. I thought it was so cool. My bad, he wrote it at like 30ish for a competition, but it was too long, so he published it on his website. Oh. I picked up anime at 19. I don't think it's like the worst anime ever written. I don't think it's like absolute trash. The world would be a better place if this wasn't written. I don't think it's deserving of its popularity. But like it's okay. There's things about it I don't like, but there is cool things about it. You know, has your chat ever heard of Nagima? I haven't. It had its charms. It was the first thing he wrote. Was it really the first thing he wrote? That's an impressive start. I have. The first anime I ever watched was probably Pokemon. The first more anime, more shonen-like would have been Dragon Ball Z. And then the first one I saw on Adult Swim would have been Inuyasha. The first one I would have watched online would have been One Piece. School library had the entire manga series for some weird reason. Yes, Noodles, good. The library arc was Wired. Hunter also based. Nice, nice, nice. My first anime was SAO. I enjoyed it, to be honest. Sailor Moon while I waited for Pokemon to play after. My first was Psycho Pass. Yeah, that checks, Kimmy. That, you know what? Knowing you, that checks. Apparently first according to Wiki. So not sure if it was the first or just the first published. Then I got into One Piece and didn't have much time for anything else. I'm so far behind in One Piece. I love it. I'm a One Piece stan. But I haven't kept up with it since Whole Cake Island. I am so far behind. I've been letting the apps build a little so I can binge. That was my plan, Kimmy. And then I just let them build up too much. Latest stuff is pretty good. I see a lot of clips on YouTube. So because I don't care about spoiling myself, I've seen a lot of the big moments of Whole Cake Island. I've seen a lot of the big Wano moments. I've seen a lot of the big Egghead moments. I know where they're going next. Wano went a little too long, but was still good overall. Yeah. And they've done it like that before. The War of the Best was crazy fucking long. The War of the Best is 100 episodes, and it feels like it really doesn't fucking need to be. That's just the anime, though. The anime just has the most shit pacing. I think the first anime I watched that I actually knew was anime and went out to watch was Clannad. But before that, I loved the Digimon movie and watched Fruits Basket and Ouran High School Host Club. Are you calling an egghead? Finish Whole Cake. Someday, Trogdor. Someday. I remember when I tried to get a friend into anime the first time. I made them watch was Elfen Lied. Oh, Elfen Lied. Holy. For me, I would always watch anime on Toonami and Adult Swim. They're an anime addict now. I would always watch through Toonami and Adult Swim. In college, we had internet that was shared between the dorm. So if it was 9 a.m. when everybody was at classes, the internet was good. Well, I say good. It was still 200 ping on League of Legends. As classes ended, and people got back from class, it would slow down. And so later in the day, I would have 600 to 900 ping on games, which was fucking atrocious. Oh, this is actually decent volume. And so I couldn't really play games once the ping got really bad. So what I would do is I said, I'm just gonna start watching anime. I know. IT Party say, what I will do is I'll watch One Piece. But how does that work with bad ping, right? What I would do is I would load up episode 1 of One Piece. And I'd let that load. And then once that loaded, I would open up a second tab and start loading episode 2. Then I would, take 24 minutes to watch episode 1. When that was done, I would move that to episode 3 and start loading that, and episode 2 would be done at this point. So I would literally like have 2 tabs of One Piece running while I just fucking watched one of them at a time and the other was fucking loading. And I went through like 600 episodes of One Piece like that. That was the first anime I was like going to websites to watch. Good one, Lot. I also watched DNA too on YouTube. That one was weird for a kid. Look at all the cakes. Also, hi, Ewan. Hi. Elfin Lead was good. Oh, Lord, DNA. I've never heard of DNA. DNA Squared. So was another. Well, I had to watch that censored. There will never be an anime relationship more wholesome than Chow Tucker's daughter and their dog. Those two are inseparable. No, stop that. Not DNA 2. The DNA Squared. Mood. I love fucking Tucker jokes. There's a shirt I was very tempted to get. That was it was Nina and the dog. I forget the dog's name. But they're doing the Dragon Ball Z fusion dance. And it's like, oh god. Full Metal Alchemist was on Toonami or Adult Swim? I don't know. I remember seeing that one pretty early on. You should have gotten it. That's amazing. Oh, I haven't seen that since it came out. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was good. Full Metal Alchemist Standard was good, but they got ahead and tried to do their own ending, which I don't think it was necessarily a bad ending, but Brotherhood was a much better ending. Brotherhood is just the more complete thing. It was about a guy that had no game, that went on to have 100 kids, that had 100 kids, so someone was sent back in time to stop it and overwrote his 0 Riz DNA with 100,000 Riz DNA? Huh. I see. I remember long ago I downloaded an app that uploaded every episode of Naruto Shippuden. So there I was watching hundreds of episodes on a little iTouch. It's ecchi trash. Ah. I remember exactly what I was doing when I watched through Naruto. Legion of World of Warcraft had just come out. And I leveled up mining. And I would go to the Felsoul Hold, the Scar, and there were these fell basilisks there that you could kill them, and then you could mine them, and you would get fell iron from them. And so on my death night, I would just kill these things for hours. And it was so, like, automated. I was watching Naruto and Shippuden subbed, and I did this for, like, a month straight, for, like, hours each day. I would just kill basilisks, get the iron, watch Naruto. I fucking flooded the market for fell iron, and a lot of people didn't like me, but I mean, I was just getting a lot of fell iron, I don't know. Made a lot of gold doing it. I'm trying to remember what other, like, first anime experiences I had. Very RuneScape-y way to play. Who you like in Naruto? Well, growing up when I was very young, I got a lot of manga when I was a kid. So, like, I had the initial releases of Naruto as it was coming out. Hi, Sir Noble. We'll up our incline. Den, turn your incline up to 3. She just leans back. Hi, Alex. When I was first reading through Naruto, as a wee lad, I thought Itachi was so fucking badass. I also thought Gaara was cool. I look back at it and I'm like, Gaara's okay. Gaara Post-therapy Gara is really cool. Pre-therapy Gara, which I thought was the cool thing, is just edgy and like, oh god, buddy, come on. Itachi is just a fucking idiot. To an extent, I still like Itachi, but my god, did he fuck up a lot of things. Also, who's that in the center of the screen? That's Kimmy! Their name is Kersey in chat. Wait, you'll say Sakura because of pink hair? I actually hated Sakura. I don't think she's as bad now. You know, Sakura at the end of Shippuden, she's kind of cool. She's kind of a badass. Is she on the same level as Naruto and Sasuke? No, nobody is. But Sakura at the end of Shippuden, she carries her weight. Hear about the ceiling that collapsed during a Final Destination screening? I did, Alex, and I was reading the story. It was not an entire ceiling. It was a single, like, ceiling panel. And it just caused a bruise on this woman's leg. And it was like, okay, that's funny that it was during Final Destination. But, like, it wasn't a whole ceiling. Then the MVP, Rock Lee, was cool. I thought Rock Lee was so lame. There is also Dian Angel, which is something. Rock Lee in the one fight, wow. Rock Lee vs. Gara is a fucking pog as hell fight. Honestly, Rock Lee just has a lot of cool fights because he's the fucking taijutsu guy. There's one of the movies that is Rock Lee and Might Guy versus Naruto Four Tails, I think. And Naruto's like pushing him around and throwing him around. And Might Guy just goes, Lee, let's do it! Open the gates! And the two of them just start screaming and turn red. And they literally just tag team the shit out of Naruto. And he's just like, he can't see them, and they're just like fucking flying by, kicking him, and Naruto's just like, ow, ow, oh, like just getting hit. And then at one point, like, Lee just runs up to him, fucking does a fucking flurry rush of punches, and then like throws him into a roundhouse kick by Might Guy, and it's like, oh god, okay, this is fucking cool. I like Rock Lee. I think he's a very cool and fun character. But, you know, back when I first saw him, I was like, this guy's a fucking loser! Yulin was Team Ino, I bet. I do think Ino is crazy hot. I do think, unlike Sakura, she kind of stayed useless. That was an anime. Okay, my core can't keep up with that, lol. Pat, Dian Angel. What a throwback. It was Rock Lee who's punching people, where everyone else has super magic powers and shit. If I were to pick a favorite character from Naruto, could be worse, could be Tenten. Oh, this is so bad. She's such a loser. All she does is take L's. I thought Anko was so fucking cool and pretty. Anko, you meet her in the Chunin exams when she's a proctor for the Forest of Death. Oh, Anko was so cool in my eyes. Who is Tenten? Tenten is the girl that is on Rock Lee's and I'm forgetting his name, but Eyeballs. Neji. She's the girl on that team, and she really likes Neji, but, like, there's nothing special about her. Her, like, fighting style is carry around a bunch of scrolls that just summon weapons, and be, like, a weapon specialist, but, like, every fight just involves her using 700 weapons and breaking 650 of them. She was groomed by a snake? I don't think so. She was used as an experiment by the snake for sure. But, Anko got fat. Yeah. The Leaf Village became a pretty fucking peaceful place. Ooh. Yeah. She was Orochimaru's student? Yes. I really like the guy with the food pills. Was that the guy on Ino's
Choji.
team? Yeah, Choji. He was pretty cool for side character. Same noise, the guy always eating, yeah. Tenten is just a weapon specialist. Nothing special except for handling one of the sacred weapons of the Sage of Six Paths. The guy always eating at Sage. I did think the Mizukage, the Village Hidden Miss Kage, I thought she was really cool. But she's kind of just like introduced at a time where the Kage are no longer special. So she's just like chick with lava powers, but like, you know, at this point Sasuke has the Susanoo, so who fucking cares? Kushina, Hinata, Tamari. Mizukage, heckin' sexy as fuck. Yeah. Yeah. There was, I also like the girl, she was the blonde girl from The Village Hidden in the Clouds. She had a cool personality. I'm gonna be honest, the thing I remember the most about her is Sugoi Dakai. Fucking huge tits, and I was just like, oh, she's pretty. And then she just, like, gets eaten in the fucking Great War. I don't think she died, though. Samui. The blowjob jokes about lava-style users. Not gonna lie, I only watched Naruto. And I seen Shippuden is like 600 episodes, and I balked. I mean, so, if you watch Naruto, watch it with the filler guide. Hi. You cannot watch Naruto raw. Like, just don't. Unless you become the Naruto superfan that wants to see all the filler, fucking don't. Because, like, Naruto, the first part, is 200 episodes. You get to episode 90, and then it is like 100 chain of fillers. Fuck that. I don't know how they got away with that. And then it's like 10 episodes at the end of actual episodes. Shippuden is kind of the same thing. They just have blocks of like 14 to 30 episodes of filler. Skip that. Never watched The Angel. My sister bought the manga series. Just don't call her old and she'll melt, or she'll melt your balls off. Nice, only 400 episodes of those are the war. Don't take Naruto raw, noted. Use protection, got it. Watch all the filler. Use the guide. Watching all of it was a slog. Dude, when it's like, Naruto and the gang need to make a movie, it was like, oh god, whatever. We get through this one. Naruto is fighting pirates this time. Fucking kill me. It's so awful.
The best part of Naruto is still when Naruto rejected Sakura.
That is a pretty good part. Naruto rejecting Sakura, and like, I don't think if it's from that or like the same episode or like within 2 episodes. Him having a panic attack is also like, whoa. I didn't expect that. Naruto power scaling is weird because he's kind of a fucking chump for 300 episodes. And then he's like, oh, actually, I just learned I can train with my shadow clones because that's my special ability is to make fucking 1,000 of these guys. And they all retain training, so like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that and train way better than everybody. Way more efficiently. And then he's just a god compared to everybody. He was like, this is weird. But like, I can't argue with the logic. Like, that's pretty consistent with the scaling they've been doing.
Yeah, Naruto's power was always just huge chakra pool.
Uh-huh. I did watch Endless 8. That was an experience. I went into Endless 8 and I was like, I'm gonna watch all of it. People have told me to skip this, but I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I watched 3 and I said, fuck this. I was wrong. I would like to formally apologize. We will not be watching all 8 episodes of the Endless 8. We are skipping them. Hi, Foss. Naruto travels in time. Oh, God. I can imagine Shippuden was like that. Yeah, Mecha Naruto. Ninja Ostrich. Dude, I can't imagine being like, dude, I'm so excited for the next episode of Naruto. We've had 3 months of filler, and that filler arc ended, so surely we're going to get back to Naruto chasing down Sasuke. And then Naruto gets on a fucking boat and raises a pirate flag, and you're like, fuck, man! Come on! Shit! They can't keep doing this, man! Like, that sounds like such an atrocious anime to watch week to week. Naruto and the gang have to wear cat ears to learn how to catch cats. You know, and he's just like you then? Except you've been a chump for 676 episodes and counting. Are you mad at me, Foss? Did I do something? He's gonna say yes. Not a really fan. Always. I would hate to watch it live. That'd be so bad. Yulin Shadow Clone training arc win. Lopner, you know exactly what I'm fucking doing with a Shadow Clone, okay? You know exactly what I would be fucking doing with that. The episode of Naruto where a mission required them to wear cat ears to find ninja cats. Always heart, Foss, you a punk, huh? For real, for real. The first thing I'm doing with Shadow Clone stuff is just full body Brazilian wax. Technically it'd be tweezing, but like, I'm making 10 clones. Alright, you're shaving that leg, you're shaving that leg, you're shaving that arm, you're shaving that arm, you're doing tummy, you're doing privates, you're doing neck. And then after an hour, we're fucking pristine, right? Hell yeah. After that, we're like doing, okay. And when I said you two are doing privates, it's gonna be more like you two are doing privates, because, you know, that shit's hard to shave on your own. After that, yeah. We're doing one Yulin bunny outfit, one Yulin maid outfit, videos like that. Huh? I thought it'd be worse. Yes, I too, sex. Also, I need more excuses to use the Yulin wiggle. What the? 10 Yulins? Oh, brother. Dude, the amount of twin femboys fuck pornos I could film. Imagine the production quality. Right? Right? I could, like, actually have a Shadow Clone holding the camera. Instead of it just, like, propped up. Like on a little iPhone stand. That'd be so much better. Wiggle. Higher on Moo. We're 2.2 miles already? Oh my god. Yeah, Anko is probably my favorite Naruto character. She fucking sucks. She's awful. I don't care. She's pretty and cool. I like her fucking fishnet shirt with nothing under it and trench coat look. You get like a full production set going, but would you also have the transformation techniques? Well, so we were just talking about Shadow Clones. Would I also do transformation techniques? Maybe a little bit, but I'd still be shaving everything. You would? You should see the morning POV pic I took yesterday. Is it on Twitter? Or Blue Sky? I don't think Yulin needs that. No? Well, why not? Could be in DM. You can share it if you want to. I'm selfish, Haxie. You will understand. I'm selfish, Haxie. I'm kind of like Proxy in that I don't really go seeking out other stuff, but if people want to show me, I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll take a look at it. Now, there have been times where people are like, hey, can I show you this? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And they share it with me, and I'm like, wow, nice, looks great. And they take that as, okay, I can always send Yulin stuff. And then, like, after the 10th picture, I'm like, listen. This was kind of like a one-time thing. I'm not looking to like constantly see stuff. Elin wants to see. I think I'm saying the opposite, Ganna. I only like showing others. I don't actually like seeing others. Exhibitionist, yep. And like, anytime I show somebody something, and then they're like, wow, that was really nice. Here, I'll show you this in return. I'm like, nope, didn't want to see that. Yeah, you said that after I made the comment?
I wasn't a huge Naruto fan. Did he come up with 2 techniques on his? Is that the thing? Like he has 2 techniques of his own?
So by the time
Rasen,
Boruto,
Shuriken, and...
he has like, you know, he's developed a ton on his own.
Okay.
That's after time skip. In Naruto Shippuden, he's just combined every element with the Rasengan. Because he has a part of the chakra of each of the 9 tailed beasts, he just has like their help mixing chakra. So like, he's got the wind one, which he did on his own because his own element is wind. But like, he gets the fire monkey chakra in him, and like he can start throwing lava shurikens and stuff like that. I think at one point they show him with like lightning, water, just the whole spree of elements, because he's like combining them and everything.
Is that the end of Shippuden?
Yes.
Okay. Because the amount of watch, I thought his only 2 techniques were the Rasen Shuriken and when he transforms into a woman. And only passed on one of those to his disciple.
Yes. There is, I guess there's also the big Rasengan. He was the first one to do that because his father invented Rasengan. But it was always like in its smallest form, where it's like you've got a fucking orb in your hand and you just punch it into people. He was the first one to like fucking gigantify it, and then also to start putting elements in it. So only you share pics. Yes. Yona's real selfish like that, but it's okay. Doesn't want to see him Fire Monkey named Goku. Woman Jutsu Go.
Jutsu, yeah.
So, do you care about seeing all of Shippuden and Chernobyl, or can I spoil a thing for you?
Hell no.
He does the transform into woman jutsu in the final boss fight of Shippuden. Literally,
Okay, that's not.
literally, it's him, Sasuke, and Sakura, mostly him and Sasuke, fighting a fucking god that has like, she is made of chakra. She like has, she's not doing abilities. She's just like, I think an explosion's happen in front of me. She's that level of like control of chakra and stuff. And Naruto and Sasuke are like, dude, how are we doing this? Sasuke's like, dude, just give me a fucking opening. And Naruto's like, I'm gonna do this. Don't hesitate. And Sasuke's like, are you fucking serious? And he's like, it's gonna work, I promise. The stronger your opponent is, the more effective this attack is. And Sasuke's like, sure, you know what? We're gonna fucking die. Fucking go for it. And Naruto, he makes like 10 or 12 clones. He's going toward, her name is like Kaguya or something. And she looks like a fucking moon goddess.
Yeah, the rabbit chakra goddess, right?
Naruto goes, Harem no Jutsu! And he turns into like 12 naked guys that are all just hot. And they all just go like, Kaguya-sama! And she's just like, what? And Naruto just fucking decks her in the face while she's just deer in the headlights there. Like, she's just stun-locked, just looking forward like, I'm sorry, the fuck am I looking at?
He has a point. The stronger your opponent,
the
the
least,
less they're gonna put up with this.
the less they expect it. And like, they don't know anything about her personality. She like immediately gets resurrected and she's like, I'm going to reclaim all chakra from all humans in the world, so I'm going to exterminate you. That's all they know about her. She doesn't even say she's going to do that. They just expect her to do it, and yep, that's what she does. And so, he literally does harem no jutsu. Turns into a bunch of hot guys, punches her in the face, and then Sasuke, like, combos her really hard. And then they fight for, like, 2 more episodes. But it's like...
So you're saying that if she was gay, it would have been a different ending?
If she was gay, it would have been a different ending. It is absolutely wild and, like, wow, what a comeback. And, like, it's great because, like, Naruto is charging forward, and Sakura is like, wow, he's grown up so much. I remember the kid that was always boasting that he was going to be the Hokage based on nothing, always getting into trouble, always running his mouth, and he's just so dependable now that he tells people to, you know, follow up on his lead and they can depend on him and whatnot. What's he gonna do? Harem no jutsu. And she's just like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? It is,
That sounds like a nice moment, though.
Naruto can get a lot of criticism. It does really good choreography for their fights. Like, their fights are really, really good. And there's a lot of fights at the end, in, like, the last 20 episodes, that are just, like, they put everything into it. There's 2 in particular. There is, Kakashi versus Obito. This is gonna be spoiler for you.
Clips from that one, yeah.
Yeah. Obito is literally Kakashi's teammate that he thought died, and then ended up bringing about the fucking end of the world. Because he lived and was full of hate. That fight, it goes fucking insanely hard. That one, and it mirrors a lot of stuff from, like, Kakashi and Obito's training. But a lot of the stuff in it is just so fucking good. There's one scene where, like, Obito does a fire attack, Kakashi does his, earth wall.
Oh, there she goes.
There's, like, smoke everywhere. The smoke moves to Kakashi's right. He looks. It's a jacket with a kunai knife. And then Obito comes around the other side behind Kakashi and, like, fucking just kicks him in the side of the head, slamming him to the wall. And it's a clone. And then, Kakashi, like, comes out of the dirt, because it was a clone. And Obito is like, you're too predictable, I knew you would do this. And he takes a rod out of his hand, because he can just make these, like, anti-chakra rods. Stabs Kakashi. And then that ended up being, like, a lightning clone that, like, shocks him, and then, Kakashi pops out of the ground nearby and, like, fucking decks him in the chin. And it's just like, holy shit, it's so good.
All of my Naruto criticisms are on, like, the macro scale. On the micro, moment to moment, Naruto's a good show.
Mm-hmm. What are your problems with the macro?
Things like, Sasuke became so edgy that he stopped being a character and just started being just a condensed, like, emo edginess.
Yeah. Anime was a different thing back then, you know, in those years. A character like that was so fucking popular. When we look at the choices Sasuke is making, it's just like, you are dumb as a fucking rock. They kind of play into that with the show. Literally, everybody's just constantly, like, using Sasuke because he's so predictable and just like, I hate the people that hurt my brother. And they'll be like, well, actually, did you know that your brother didn't have a problem with that? And, he was betrayed by these people, and Sasuke's like, well, now I'm gonna get those people! And it's like, you are so dumb. Hi, Foss.
Just like you, for real.
Okay.
Got him.
Ha ha ha.
Got it. Haha. Cry more. No, I'm joking.
Obito, the boy who lived.
Has come to die. The only big issue I have with this is when which is like, why did the third do that? Why
Yeah.
was he like that?
The third or the second?
The third, who's like the one who supposed to raise Naruto. but
Okay,
didn't.
yeah. No, I understand what you're saying there too. He was supposed to raise Naruto, and he's like, all right, everybody, don't tell Naruto about how cool his dad was. And also, he's gonna live in an apartment with nobody and alone.
No supervision.
Very much like, did you think he was gonna turn out well? Geez, the video's loud. You know, I was kind of just thinking that. It's getting close to the end, but I am gonna turn it down.
The second was the wood one, right?
No, that was the first.
Okay.
The second was the one who, so the second was the brother of the first. And they fought the Uchiha clan, and when they were about to wipe out the Uchiha clan because the first was such a badass, they said, instead of us wiping you out, let's join forces and make a village together and make a world of peace.
Let's make the most overpowered village.
And so, like, the first was a badass, and he was really, really cool. He dies, and he names, instead of one of the Uchiha as Hokage, he names his brother. And his brother's like, alright, first order of business. The Uchiha are a problem, so they can never hold elected office. And it's like, hold on, wait a minute, dude, wait a minute. And so, what the second does is he makes it so that the Uchiha can never become, like, Hokage. They can never become a village elder, but they are the village police. So everybody, you know, doesn't like them because they're the police. But he thinks, hey, this is really great. This is good because, you know, it's an honor to be police. You have to be pretty fucking cool to, like, be the ninja that takes down other ninjas, right? That's a honorable responsibility. And all the Uchiha were there just going, bro, this fucking sucks, man. I want to be a village elder. I want to be Hokage. What do you mean we're not allowed to? And everybody hates us? This fucking sucks. This second, so there's a lot of memes about, like, racist characters in anime, and Tobirama is literally always right there with them. I don't know if you saw the Tobirama diss track. It's like a 3-minute rap video. Oh, you gotta go watch it right now. It's called the Tobirama diss track. It's about him hating the Uchiha, and at one point there's like a 2-second image of him just sitting in a chair hanging with his boys. His boys are Frieza, Zoro, and Goto from Jujutsu Kaisen. Like, the 4 most racist anime characters.
Okay, I have issue with the Zoro one. There's a way similar explanation for the whole thing with Zoro.
The Zoro one is accidental, but it's really fucking funny.
I don't think it's accidental. I think that people have not. Zoro is
I
not the
have
world's
it.
best swordsman, so he has to defeat the best swordsmen from other cultures.
If anything, Oda is kind of doing a really cool thing by writing black characters and writing not just Japanese characters, right? That's actually a good thing he's doing. Coincidentally, Zoro's just always taking out the black character, which is like, hang on. It's not always a swordsman thing, though, because half of them were just not swordsmen that he took out. It's so funny.
just
I'm
so
100% it's accidental. I'm 100% certain it's like, oh, this was a coincidence. Maybe I should have switched a character or two around. But when you look at it, like, over the past 20 years, well, Zoro beat up this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. It's like, oh. Oh dear.
It's pretty suspicious.
Hi, Hobbit.
You can't do my boy like that.
It's so fun. And so, like,
My mams.
have you watched Jujutsu Kaisen?
Some of it, yeah.
Goto, the guy with the line on his forehead, he's the one that wants to kill all non-sorcerers because they're inferior monkeys compared to sorcerers. And then there's Frieza, you know, calling the Saiyans monkeys. And it's like, oh no, these 4 together is a disaster.
They should not start a podcast.
I need to catch up on chat. Fire monkey named Goku, Womanjutsu Go. Then Womanjutsu came in clutch in the final battle. Why though? Trust me, bro. Taxes at 90%, by the way. That would work on you. It's actually crazy as fuck. Naruto used naked. It was super effective. In the games, they have that move, and if you have the dudes in your time, they get naked with Naruto's hot guy clones. Obito, the boy who lived. Healing just fanboying, haha. Sasuke was really cool in school. Yeah, and like Sasuke, when you look at the early episodes of Naruto, he was a badass. When the two mist assassins attacked them on the road, getting to Tazuna, I think his name was, Naruto freezes up. Sasuke kicks their fucking ass. Like, Kakashi's like, alright, when the kids get in trouble, I'll step in. And he just doesn't need to. Because Sasuke just fucking handles it.
Yeah.
Use that video so loud. Why was the second a racist? He was just, like, against the Uchiha. He very much has this belief that, like, the Uchiha are a problem. The world would be a better place if they all died. They love too much, and that love always turns to passion and hate, and then they go and like try to destroy a village. The Uchiha are problematic, and so they need to be controlled. That was the second stance, and it leads him to do a lot of things against the Uchiha that kind of just pushes them to being more and more rebellious and a problem. Whirlpool Village was Mary Sue no Gakaru. Police, what's the worst that could happen? Today, Wordle in 4 tries. Yippee. Nice. Join racism in anime. Good topic, Lamau. Chat, bonk the streamer. Hiyo. I joined and they were talking about prostates, diversity, inclusion, equality. The second was just Mace Windu. Got it. Oh, God. I didn't know about that with Mace Windu. What was he, like, kind of racist against? Hi, Shocky. Shocky, I saw you join and then you popped out. And I was like, aw, did she crash? With anime, I kind of have two favorites. With the amount of time I've watched One Piece, I always say that's my favorite. But if we're kind of excluding, like, by time, if you say, like, what did you enjoy per episode, so, you know, I guess like a 12 episode thing or something shorter, I like to say Barakamon is my favorite anime. The calligraphy anime. I really like that one.
It's a very good pick.
I joined for a bit of my room. It's getting too hot. Ah, yeah. The, hi, Gale. The moment with Barakamon where it's like episode 10, where he meets with the art director again. And he's just so regretful. He's just so like, I was such a horrible person. I was so sheltered. I had no fucking clue what life was about. It's just like, my boy is grown and matured. His dad was right. The island was good for him. And then he ruins the calligraphy painting. I'm like, why did you do that? Mace Windu is racist against snakes on a plane. Mace Windu is just completely against passion or anything. Dude was on site with Anakin even before he started, showing signs of being a Sith. Oh, okay. Avexen and Shocky. Joining in, popping out, I understand.
I think my favorite anime would be Kekai Sensen, Blood Blockade Battlefront.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't recognize that name. And he said Blood Blockade. And I was like, oh, that anime that I saw one clip of 2 years ago. And in the past week, I've been recommended like 1 million clips of it.
It's very good. I really love the second season, but it's more like because season 1 is after the major plot and it's just more character exploration.
Is it... Do you see it as like worthy of being the best anime ever? Or is this like, this hits my taste a lot and it's good, not the best, but for me it's the best?
It hits my taste a lot because my taste is world building that's not just openly explained. It is show but not tell. And that is a lot. Is a single city it takes place in, and there's a lot of that kind of world building.
We're at 3 miles. We're almost at the Oregon tree. I played a bit of WoW yesterday. I rage quit Roadcraft. And after that, I was like, I'm gonna get on World of Warcraft. I'll play Season of Discovery. My Warlock is 24 on Season of Discovery. I ran 50 feet to a quest, and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't want to play this. And I went back to Camp Tarajo and logged out. What you mean you rage quit Roadcraft?
I need you to tell me what the problem with Roadcraft. I need to know.
Let me talk WoW first, and then I'll go back to Roadcraft. I get on retail WoW, and they've got this whole, like, Radiance event going on. So I was like, whatever, I'll do this on my Warlock. Got some gear there, queued up for LFR, did the first wing of the new LFR, so I fought 2 bosses of the new raid. They're cool, they're neat. I had forgotten how toxic LFR was. No, I hadn't, but, you know, I got to experience it again. On the second boss, the boss will set down these, like, amplifiers. Then he will go in the air and put a shield on himself. And then he will slam into the ground, causing a wave that if you touch the wave, you fucking die. What you need to do is go to the amplifiers one by one and hit them to cause a knock-up. So all you need to do is, this one's getting knocked up, run there. I didn't know that, so I died. A bunch of people didn't know that because it's LFR and the raid's been out for like, oh, I guess like 3 months at this point, but a bunch of us in LFR didn't know this. And so, like, 2/3 of the raid dies. And then the third that didn't die just tries to finish it out, fights the boss for 12 minutes, and then they die. And we have to go again, and everybody's just complaining like, wow, 12 minutes wasted, bad DPS, just really bad DPS, awful players in this raid group. And it's like, clearly, they don't know the fight, dude. Like, you can't say bad players, just they don't know the fight. Maybe explain it and we'll get somewhere instead of you just complaining, but, you know, WoW community is and forever will be trash. Roadcraft. What you mean you rage quit Roadcraft? Really enjoyed Dead Man Wonderland, but it'll never get a season 2. Hi, mommy. See, the money of Soul Impossibility for Control is also really good in my opinion. Ayo, knocked up, Peggy's. Gimme, you've done the boss I was talking about. It was, Rex Vivaboom or whatever his name is. I like Realty Crown for the story and soundtrack. Roadcraft. So I spawn in.
Both looking forward to that.
I spawn in. I'm in a pickup truck. They're like, drive 20 feet forward and look at this cliff. Like, just, you know, go to this spot so where you can see the landscape. Okay. Drive forward. Look out. And they're like, okay, drive 200 meters to this other cliff. I drive to that spot, look out. Great. Now get to the facility where your backhoe is. Okay. So I drive down this road, and I get to this river. And the river, it's like, well, it's not a river, it's a road, but it's flooded. And so they're like, you can use your scanner to see, like, spots. But using the scanner and driving is kind of weird. And, like, even using the scanner and staying in the good spots of the where it's, like, less deep. I've got 4-wheel drive on and, like, wheel shift on. And my wheels are still spinning. Like, I'm just like, it takes me 2 fucking minutes to get through this fucking muddy river. Or this muddy road. And I'm like, this is a heavy-duty truck. This thing looks like it should be looking to go through mud for fun. And it's just sucking at this. So I'm like, what the hell? I get through the mud. I open a door with a winch. That's fine. They then give me a backhoe and they're like, okay, push it out of the road. Do that, that's fine. Then they're like, okay, go to your forward base. This will be your headquarters. It's like 300 meters away. So I go down the wrong road, right? It says it's forward. You can turn right or left. You can't go straight. And what you're supposed to do is turn right, which then kind of loops around. If you go left, it goes past it. I went left, I went past it, and I was like, I gotta go back. So I do a turn. Doing this turn, I flip over the backhoe. If you flip your vehicle, you can hold R to respawn it, which respawns it at the beginning of the level.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
So I'm back up on the cliff with the backhoe, where it wasn't at all, right? The backhoe was never there. But now it is, because that's where I had to respawn it. I go down the cliff, so I go past those 2 observation points, I go down the cliff. I get to that flooded path, right? The flooded road. The backhoe, which looks like it's fucking 8,000 pounds, by the way, cannot get through the muddy, flooded road. Like, its wheels just spin.
Oh,
So it's just stuck there. And it's like, okay, cool. I have to completely start over. So I reset my progress on the stage and start over entirely. And the stuff I had done... What? Where the fuck is my mouse? It's like, not lining up. Why
lost
is
your mouse?
No, my mouse is not lining up with where my VR mouse is.
Oh.
I think I figured out why. I have to, Okay, got it. Got it to where I wanted. It's getting covered by the taskbar, which is fucking annoying. Hi, Zachy Lucky. So
It's a shame that it's a bit janky like this.
I reset the entire tutorial. This is the tutorial, by the way. This is like, learn how to play the game and do all the things here. So I reset it. All the stuff I'd done takes like 5 to 10 minutes. Like, I blast through it, going through it again. So it's like, okay, not that big a deal. I get to the forward base. And they're like, great. That road you just drove down? Your next step is to build a road between your forward base and the facility where you got the backhoe. Just build a road that's like 300 meters long. It just says that. It doesn't say, click this to open the road building menu. Click here to, like, start leveling out. It just says build a road, and I'm like, I have no fucking clue how to do this. I don't see anything on my screen that's, like, road building options. I have zero fucking clue what to do here. But they gave me 2 objectives. They said build a road between your 2 facilities, and go to an abandoned facility and bring back a generator. So I'm like, okay. I don't know how to build the road, so I'll just do the generator first. I'll just do the other objective first. So I track that one. I drive like 500 meters to this abandoned facility. I have to do some very mild platforming. Hi, Yuki. Holy shit, is it the Hit Game Creativerse? I have to do some mild platforming in my truck. Basically pushing down ramps and going up these, like, scaffolding parts. And I'm scanning to find the generator. I found something in a box. I don't know if it's the generator. It seems like it is, but at the same time, my objective is, like, go to the abandoned facility when I'm standing next to this thing. So I'm not entirely sure if it is. But I find this box. I attach my truck winch to it. Because I don't have a way to, like, load it into my truck. I don't see anything that's like, put this in the back of your pickup. Or, you know, add it to an inventory. It's just, bring this back to the facility. Okay, well, I've got a truck winch. So I latch onto the box, and I just start dragging it. Which is like, for a game that's supposed to be about realism and, like, build the roads, dragging a, like, crate, like an open crate, just through mud is like, this is not what you would do. But I drag it back, like, 400 meters, just through this road, and I start getting to a point where I have to go uphill, and it's like, the drag from the box is just stopping me too much that it's like, it's not working anymore. I'm going too slow. And I'm like, okay, this feels so bad. Clearly I'm doing something wrong. So I start, just looking through options, looking through menus. There's got to be something that's like load inventory, right? And I find recover item. When I mouse over the generator on the map, I can recover item. Perfect. I'm gonna recover the item. It's gonna put it in like an inventory, right? I do that. That's not what recover item does. Recover item is like, you push this off a cliff and can no longer get to it, so respawn it at its original spawn location. So it goes back to the abandoned facility, 400 meters back, the road I just dragged it, for the past 10 to 15 minutes down. And at this point, I was just like, okay, alright, we're done with Roadcraft for today. I'm not playing this again today. Fuck this. Fuck the devs. Fuck this game. I was like... I was fuming. I don't think it's a bad game. I think their tutorial just, like... They gotta tell me how to build roads. I don't know how people find that out.
Yuland, I believe you in that this tutorial is probably janky. But you do have a history of not doing tutorials well.
I don't do tutorials well on stream, for sure. This wasn't on stream. Hi, Maru. This was me, like, taking my time and being like, I'm okay with looking through menus for 3 to 5 minutes. If I'm streaming, I would look at it and be like, I can't do this while live. I can't keep people waiting. That's really boring content. I'll figure it out, or somebody can just tell me in chat, right? We're not spending 5 minutes reading through options. On my own, I'll totally fucking do that. But like,
I had a similar experience this week. You've probably seen Pokemon Gamma Emerald going around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a demo for it, and I crashed just putting in my name, so I decided I'll wait.
You'll wait?
I'll wait for a full release in this demo. If I'm crashing just putting in my name, I'm not gonna bother trying to go through this whole thing.
I'm pretty sure the building a road was plotting a route. Maybe? It said build a road. And it's literally like, go to your forward base. I go there, and the girl's like, the good news is, this is your facility, so you make all the choices now. The bad news, you're on your own, buddy. Anything that goes wrong is your fault. Anyway, so step 2 is to build a road. And like, I have no idea what to fucking do here. If it's plot a route, good, because that seems like what it fucking should be, but... Do you have a sand truck? Bulldozer, asphalt, paver, and roller? Nope. Nope, I have the 2 vehicles. You lost me, oh my god, Minecraft walking, controls, tab. A den, chicken jockey, what the fuck, cheating, auto walking, single blocks. Huh? Holy shit, it's it, Game Creativerse, hi Yuki, hi. Good to see you're back from your pee break, haha. Eeper Hayulin, did you make this world? I did! I'm kind of taking a break from making Minecraft worlds because they take really long to make. This one, I had help from Violet and Yuki. I had help from Violet and Yuki with all of them. This one took like 2 weeks to make. Hello, Eeper. Hi, Noodles. Did non-Noodles be nice to you? Noodles is always nice to me. No, but I have a free pass from Yulin. I don't know what it does, because I can't read Yulin. What the fuck? I'm pretty sure the building road was plotting a route. Do you have those? That's probably plotting. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea how to plot a road. I don't think that was an option I saw, but... it probably was. I was just overwhelmed because there's so many systems on the map.
I wouldn't expect a marine biologist to know much about urban planning.
Okay, buddy. Have you seen the stuff with Lilo and Stitch? I bring that up because you said marine biologist.
Just marine biologist? Oh.
Just marine biologist.
I've heard about some of the changes. I need to pirate this movie because I don't want to give them money.
Bro, fuck that movie. I just wouldn't even watch it. Like it's absolute dog shit trash.
Lilo and Stitch is in my top 2 favorite Disney movies. I gotta see what
It's-
they did to this.
It's my favorite Disney movie. And I saw the like how much of a offensive just slap in the face it was. What do you think the theme was for Lilo and Stitch, the first one? Ohana means family. No one gets left
Yeah.
behind, right? Yeah, no, the theme of this one
importance
is
family and connecting to family.
the theme of this one is give up your sister to the government so that
Yep.
you can leave Hawaii and go study at the mainland in California to be a marine biologist. Yeah. That is what Nani does in this movie.
Plus, I
Lilo.
heard the ugly duckling scene isn't in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Lilo
some bullshit.
goes to live with David's mom because they're next door neighbors. And she effectively adopts her as foster mom. Nani just fucks off. Gontu is not in the movie because that would have been some expensive CGI. So instead, they just make Jumba more of a bad guy. Also, Pleakley and Jumba, their disguises of literally just wearing Hawaiian shirts and like a mustache and glasses, or in Pleakley's case, you know, the kind of trans messaging of wearing dresses and lipstick. Yeah, both of them are just white dudes. Just we've got the magic alien button press. We are now both white dudes.
Turn off the CGI.
Just turn off the CGI. Just we're in disguise now. Hi, Kyle. It's.
We gotta kill the guy who thought Disney live action was a good idea. We gotta kill him.
I mean,
in
so
Minecraft.
it's.
Go back. We gotta go back.
It's not one person, it's a series of events. Because basically, they did The Lion King. I don't know what other live actions. They did Aladdin. And they've been spending increasingly more and more money, but getting like a lot of returns on it. They've been doing well, but it's getting hard to justify just how much they're spending on these movies. So Lilo and Stitch was cut the budget. Bring it way fucking back. And, you know, the director's sitting there going, hang on, we have incredibly important pivotal characters that like are gonna they're gonna need to have like 50 hours screen time that are CGI. Like, we can't just cut the budget on this one. You can't expect me to make this movie for a fifth of the budget of the other movies. And Disney's just like, nope, make it fucking happen, dude. So he's like, fuck, I guess I'm cutting Captain Gontu. I guess I'm cutting their disguises. And so it's like, it's something
I forgot
that
they cut Captain Tatsu.
Mhm. It's something that like, fuck this director for the choices he made, but also like he was not in an easy spot. He was not in like a what can I do here that everybody's happy? There was no right answer for him. That being said, it's just a movie that if you're gonna do this live action, it has to be one of the more expensive live actions, just because you need CGI main characters. If they wanted to cut the budget, they should have done a different fucking movie.
Lilo and Stitch kind of defined an era of Disney movies.
Mhm.
Like, the time it came in, it started the bunch of crossovers we had with like Disney TV shows, and
Mhm.
we had so many direct-to-DVD movies that were successful. I knew it was going to be bad when I saw how they were doing the merchandise.
I haven't seen that at all.
Because Lilo and Stitch hasn't been relevant since the series was around.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't done anything with it to make it relevant. But you were starting to see Stitch toys show up in random places. And they were like putting the toys out in Walmart and Target months ahead of the release to try to get interest in the movie.
Oh god. Hi, Kumi.
And I saw that weird like reverse marketing. I was like, oh, this is not gonna be good.
Yeah, it's heard it was mid, bro. Fuck that remake. Your reading comprehension is at low fan levels today. What did I read wrong? You know what the fuck? I was gonna say, even though it's just a path that seems like a lot. It's on the map. I heard it was mid. I haven't watched it, but everything I hear about it makes me grumpy. I have seen little tidbits here and there, like they cut Gontu. Like, he's just not a character, right? And then I saw a Tumblr post that was like, here's the synopsis, I'm spoiling the whole thing. Fuck it for this reason. Fuck it for this reason. Fuck it for this reason. I was like, dude, this thing sucks ass.
But it'll be monetarily successful, so we'll see more of this.
Don't kill the director though, he tried. I'm not happy with the director. I recognize the position he was in fucking sucks. If the live action movies are flopping so hard, Disney is going to back away from that. I thought they were doing really well. I thought this one, because it's going to build on the hype of the others, it's going to sell well. But because it's going to have like the low budget, we would expect it to be their best returns on a live action movie possible.
Yeah. They just keep making them cheaper.
Sadly, apparently the movie made fuck you amounts of money. Oh god, he wanted to have CGI aliens. Here are the signs that your favorite nostalgia movie was turned into a live-action self-insert nightmare. I'm still of the belief that some forms of media just need to remain in their realm because they won't have the same magic as the original. Yeah, that goes for written stuff. We're going from 2D to live action. Bye, Kersey. Why you bully loaf? Or better than yesterday? Good job. Damn, so much fucking... Hi, Icy Fire. Haxy Icy. Where do we get our beasts? Yuki, oh my gosh, is that an icy noodles? Kimmy. We have Icy here. Let's do our holidays. I also forgot to do yesterday's holidays, so, you know. There's that. Both yesterday and today are pretty small. Yesterday's holidays. Geek Pride Day, Indianapolis 500, International Plastic Free Day, National Brown Baggot Day, National Missing Children's Day, National Tap Dance Day, National Wine Day, Neighbor Day, Towel Day. I guess my favorite is Towel, because everything else is mid. Today's holidays. Jerusalem Day, Memorial Day, National Blueberry Cheesecake Day, National Cherry Dessert Day, National Paper Airplane Day, Sally Ride Day, World Dracula Day, World Lindy Hop Day, and World Redhead Day. Cherry Dessert. I'm going with Cherry Dessert. That's my favorite holiday today.
Yes, and I've got today off. Federal holiday.
Yep. I was born on Memorial Day.
Oh, it's not... Well, not your birthday. Because
For me, it'll be
it's not
tomorrow,
Sunday.
but Memorial is one of those floating holidays that's always on a Monday.
Oh, happy early birthday.
Thank you. Wine only half good one. That's why the gas station had blueberry coffee. Yeah. Winter Sun Shaman. Oh yeah, I guess Chernobyl is off today too. I'm close enough to red hair that I count my day. Sakura Den
Your day.
edition.
It's your day, Haxie. Pog.
Let me in, Mom? No. Absolutely not. You gotta leave the nest sometime, Global. You gotta survive on your own two legs. Global, the side door is unlocked. It is not sneaking. Happy birthday in my time zone, Ewan. Thank you. Somebody was like, what day is it? Or how long until... I think it was Trogdor. Trogdor was like, how long until your birthday? And I looked, I was like, oh shit, it's the 26th? It's tomorrow? I don't know if we're doing a nice dinner tomorrow. I need to check with my mom. I always get like a steak dinner for my birthday. But I'm planning to do Tales of Vesperia with Cairo and Eris, and so I don't want to be like, we're cutting birthday dinner short. I just need to coordinate with them. I unlocked it though? No, you didn't, because the alarm would have gone off. Blueberry cheesecake? I didn't know Soul had her own holiday. Happy Biff Day, Yuli. Thank you. Happy B-Day, Ewan. It is technically tomorrow. The birthday is technically
birthday.
not yet. Thank you.
It's amazing that you were born on the 26th of May.
I was not. God damn it. Yeah, Roadcraft, to go back to it, I'm not done with it. I'm gonna play more. I know it's gonna be a game that, like, once I understand it and know how to play it, I'll have fun. But I struggle to learn new systems. I struggle to learn new things. And very much like, I was just, I'm confused, and that frustrates me, and it seems like they're not telling me what to do, and I feel like they should be. I refuse to acknowledge you have a birthday. It means you're getting older. If you get older, you are going to die one day. It's tomorrow for me. Don't die, Mama. Oh my god, Global, that's like the nicest thing you've ever said to me. What was I gonna say? I'm gonna say something. I forgot. Roadcraft. With Shocky mentioning the plotting thing, I'm gonna be paying more attention to that. I don't think they told me to do that. What they told me was, like, track these 2 objectives, and then it didn't seem like they were telling me to do anything.
Did you
I'm
even
certain.
survey that road?
I am certain. I'm gonna launch back into Roadcraft. I'm gonna, like, track the objective, and it's gonna be, like, in the top right. Now press this button to bring up the plotting thing. And I'm gonna be like, God damn it. It was just me. I just missed it. We are at 4.2 miles, Den. Unfortunately, we are also like 3 to 5 minutes from this video ending. So you know what that means. New video at 4.8 miles.
Woo, 7-mile day.
Potentially. I made it to 4 miles, March Cry. That's still really good. Auth, baby, let's go, feeling lucky. No, I'm not feeling lucky. That's why I'm like, oh god, I'm worried. Bro, why you gotta make me cry into my breakfast? That made you cry, Kyle? Fuck you, Air, what the fuck? Hoth, baby, let's go, Hoth. Roll a 1d20. Okay, I did 2.5 at the gym earlier. This is the day that never ends. Sure would be nice to, like, get Silver Pine Forest again. Just loop back to the beginning of the playlist and do that one again. That one was a nice, like, 35 minutes. Actually, you know what? Let's get Mechagon. I don't remember the last time we got Mechagon or Golden Saucer. And those are, like, 10 minutes long. I swear. This fucking bitch.
There she goes.
Oh, he's stupid. Oh, there you see this. Alright, Cairo. What fucking dumb sticker did you find?
What?
What dumbass sticker did you find?
What am I, a fucking performance monkey? I didn't bring nothing. Fuck you.
That's your thing, though. You get on, you find some dumb sticker, you join,
No.
you share it with me, and then you leave.
No, I just woke up. I was up till 7 in the morning playing Barotrauma.
Just woke up. Cairo, it's a work day.
Oh no, I'm late for work. Oh no.
I forgot to turn off my work alarm.
Oh, no.
Yeah, mine
Got woken
mine
up
were
at
go-
7.
were going off while I was playing Barotrauma.
I saw you on Barotrauma, and you're like, do you want to call? And I was in a bad mood from 2 things. I was in a bad mood from Roadcraft, because I rage quit it yesterday. And, I was in a bad mood from... Okay. The past, like, week, I've been, like, slowly tweezing my facial hair. Just, you know, all of it. Just all of it. The past 3
Insane.
days, I've been doing the upper lip. And I'll do like 50 hairs, and I'll be like, I'm in a lot of pain. We're just gonna stop for now, and we'll come back to this.
You should just wax your shit, dog.
Dude, the waxing is really... Here's the thing, the waxing makes it hurt way more. Because waxing, you're going against the grain of the hair.
Yeah, but it's over instantly.
Dude, I'm not gonna wax the upper lip. I'll try waxing other things like the neck. Which I have done a lot of it, but like, I'm not waxing the upper lip. That is easily the most sensitive spot. Between Roadcraft and tweezing my upper lip, which is like 95% done. I have like a little bit of hair still, and then it's all gone. You were just like, do you want to hang out? I was like, no, I don't. I want to do this. Yeah, I got mad at Roadcraft. And then I got on Season of Discovery. And then I was like, why the fuck am I playing? I literally was like, I was at Camp Tarajo. I'm level 24 on my Warlock. I ran 50 feet out from Camp Tarajo and just turned around, went back to the inn and logged out. And then I got on retail. Never thought Roadcraft could be a rage game.
You're a goober.
Once I know the systems, it will be a cozy game. It'll be a very nice, like, oh boy, I'm building the roads. But, like, when I flip my truck and have to start back at the beginning and then reset the level because that truck can't go through mud, they won't tell me how to build the road or plot the road. And then I spend 15 minutes getting a box from an abandoned facility for it to teleport back. It was like, I don't want to play this game. I don't want to play this game anymore. Good job, Den. Thank you. Yes, Cairo. And before the Minecraft video starts looping without you realizing, because the terrain is so similar 90% of the time. Well, here's the thing, Zvi. Because I made these, and I spent, especially since I spent 2 weeks making this, I know just about every lamppost and turn in this. We're going west. We went through the village, I think. I think I saw us go. Yeah, we went through it a while ago. We're going west. We're going to start going southwest, and eventually we're just going to get a really long line that just goes straight south. And that's like the last 2 minutes. But yeah, I don't know if it's at the end of this little straightaway. It might be. Bear. Today I made my breakfast sandwich out of brioche bread. It's fucking weird. Did you like it? Never thought Roadcraft would be a rage game. Hunt. You fell asleep in Suika's, didn't you? Yeah, it's such a cozy game. I couldn't think of tweezing my beard. That shit would be back in 2 hours, LL. Well, so here's the thing. It should be back in like 3 to 6 weeks. When you pull hair, it's got a good like amount of it under the skin. And so when you tweeze it, it should just be like perfectly smooth for at least a week. And then here's the other thing. Think of like a tree. I waxed my face for it and it was back the next morning. To me, that means you didn't get all of it with the wax. I am a fuzzball. When you pull hair, think of like a tree that's 30 years old and has like really ingrained roots that, you know, are really complex and wide-spreading. You pull that out, that shit doesn't come out easily. But you pull out a 1-year-old tree that has like, you know, not that big of roots, that comes out a lot easier. Same thing with hair. I got my legs waxed by a professional. It was back in 2 days. 2 days? Once you pull hair, it's a lot easier to pull follow-up times. Confirmed, Yulin has a forbidden forest on their chin. I've been tweezing my facial hair for like 2 weeks now. And I've had individual hairs popping up in the spots that have been waxed and tweezed. And it's very like... It did not come back instantly for me. That sucks that it did for you two. It didn't come back instantly, and it's a lot easier to pull now. I mean, I don't dislike it. It's really dried out, so it's super crumbly. Wait, what? I don't know what that's for, Kyle. I waxed my face before and it was back the next morning. I'm a fuzzball. Got my legs. Confirm Elin is a permanent force. Yeah, for some people it's just back. Either do it every day or just shave normally, lol. Thought I had a forest on my chin. Careful, everyone. Don't get lost in there. I heard there's a wicked witch residing in there somewhere. I technically do have facial hair. It's a little bit more than subtle. I haven't been letting it just fucking grow. I've been trimming it. If I were like to do something, like go out to dinner, then I would like shave it, but right now, the right side of my neck, clean shaven. My upper lip, clean shaven. My lower lip, clean shaven. And a lot of my right cheek and a little bit of my left cheek. Just, well, I say clean shaven, but pulled. The left side of my neck and my left cheek still have a lot. And then also my chin. I haven't done much of my chin at all yet. Oh yeah, that was in response to if I liked using brioche for my sandwich. Gotcha, gotcha. Wait, it's dried out and crumbly. That's just bad. It just sounds really bad, because the whole point of brioche bread is that it's like fucking soft as a cloud. I had pretty thick body hair, but fortunately it's thinned out. Pyro hides in Yuli's chin. Will face your hair. Doomrow. Patchland. Something kind of weird. I have always had like a bald spot on the bottom of my chin. I'm so short that most people don't see it. But there's just a spot that it looks like a thumbprint under my chin that is just really, really thin hair. Well, it's bread we got from a pantry, so it's not fresh. I see.
When you meet your soulmate, they're gonna put their finger in that bald spot and activate you.
They're not going to, because they're not going to see it, because it's gonna be completely no hair. Calls himself short. Look, I am short, okay? I'm 5'7". I know there's people shorter than me. I know a few of you are 5'6". I know one of you is, was it 4'11"? Not saying who. Okay, yeah, well, as they say, I'm 4'11", quiet, tall person. I feel that. And a white patch.
I'll just stay quiet.
I'm 4'11", quite tall person. At least 3. Dang. I've got a patch on my chin that's thin too. Wish granted, you know, I have alopecia. We are at 4.6. I wish I was short. I'm 5'11". Ruby C? Okay, that's not a bad one. I think Ruby C is like 30 minutes.
Man, I hated Ruby C when I was doing this.
I liked it. And then we went underwater. And I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck you. I hate this game.
About that. Oh, it must have been that entire story arc would have been a pain.
It wasn't too bad because it was always like there's a bubble nearby. Hi, Kyo. So I was always like, I'm not too scared. I'm not like at risk of drowning because there's, you know, the bubble towns nearby. I could always just go straight up. When it told me to go to the Ruby Palace, way down in the trench, that's when I was like, I'm having a bad time. And recording that was actually really hard for me. Also, when they told me to swim into the cave to, you know, pop up in the turtle area, that was like, going into caves underwater, I fucking hate you. I should trim my beard more. I don't trust the extension cord I plug into it right now. I'm 6'3", and that's after shrinking too. You don't want your feet to swing on public toilets, trust me, Lamau. I had my feet swinging on my toilet at my house for a year. We moved to a house in in Dallas, where I was there for 1 year. My parents were there for like an extra 2 years. No. We were only there for a year, and then I moved out because they were moving away. But, the bathroom that I used just had a big-ass toilet. So my feet fucking were swinging on this toilet.
I miss when my feet would swing.
I had a conversation with my mom once where she like came into the bathroom and she's like, I just, want to make sure you're keeping this clean. It's like, yeah, I am. And she's like, yeah, this looks pretty good. Your toilet's kind of big. And I was like, yeah, my feet actually swing on it when I'm, pooping and stuff. And she just starts laughing. And I was like, what the fuck? Fuck you! Get out of here! Get out of my room, Mom! And she's like, oh my god, your feet swing. You don't want your feet? I'm a fucking giant and my back's paying for it. Hi, how's you? We're good! Back at desk now. What's our new video looking like? It's 33 minutes, Den. It's the Ruby C from Final Fantasy. A perfectly fine video to get. Clean? You're 5'7" now? How big was the toilet? I don't know, it's just... My feet were like half an inch off the ground, so it was like, okay, well they don't fucking rest there. What the fuck? Unless I'm like, edge sitting and like have my butt at the front of the toilet. Texan toilet, clean. Lava crab? Yeah, Final Fantasy has like a lot of cool mobs. It just, I don't know. I think of mobs in WoW and I'm like, I'm so familiar with them because I've seen them for 20 years. I like recognize the skeleton of any model that uses, right? So like they have a new mob and I'm like, oh, this is the skeleton that they added with this expansion that they've used here and here and here. With Final Fantasy, everything just looks so unique and like, oh, I'll never see this again because they're never going to put it in the game again. Euland edging on the toilet. Yeah, kinda. Speaking of toilets, I have a problem with my toilet. I have a problem with my bidet seat. It's like leaking water. And so when nobody's using the toilet, it's just like dripping into the toilet. And it's like, man, this
Sounds like
sucks.
a seal needs to be replaced.
Yeah. A seal needs to be
Hopefully
replaced.
Just a simple wash.
What I've been doing is shutting the water off to that toilet anytime I'm not using it. So I've been like, I go to the bathroom, turn the water on, I can feel the back filling up, I do my business, I flush, turn the water off.
Oh my god.
Which is way too tedious, but like, hey, I'm not wasting water, right? Granted, we can't really waste water because I live on a lake, so like, water's really fucking accessible to us.
Just check those gaskets.
Yeah. What I'll probably have to do though is like take the whole toilet seat off, and I'm just like, ugh. Yeah, replace that seal with a walrus or a small whale or something. Okay. Hi, Leon. I had to do that for a while now. Ended up just replacing the flapper valve. I had to learn about that with my standard toilet. This is a little different because this is the bidet seat. This is like, it's like water coming from the seat that's corrected directly to the line. I have learned about the flapper valve though. What the fuck is that tower over there? That's the Jenga tower. It's Heaven on High, I think. It looks like
was
Jenga.
the tower dead? Or whatever? I don't know.
Huh?
Tower
It's
of the Dead, I thought it was.
There's Palace of the Dead. I don't know if it's called Tower of the Dead. I've literally never set foot in it. I know it is Palace of the Dead 2.0 though.
It's a pretty cool in-game effect looking at the tower because it does stretch up forever.
Mega dungeon. I remember when I was in my apartment, the toilet would just flush randomly. And I was like, oh man. And I called maintenance and they're just like, oh yeah, your rubber stopper's just shrunk. And I was like, it shrunk? And they replaced it. And then I think I had to do it once here. And my dad was like, what the, you know how to do that? And I was like, yeah. And I think he was like looking forward to like a father-son teaching moment where I was like, Dad, this is happening with the toilet. And he was just like, oh, son, it's time to teach you about toilet stoppers. And like, I just did it. And he was like,
Son's become a man.
what? But you're not supposed to know how to do that. I was like, dude, YouTube and Google exists. Oh. Thought it was a really tall rock, Karen. It is a dungeon that is like, I think the lore of it is that it's ever changing. I shouldn't say on the lore. I don't know the lore of it at all. Ghost Pooper. What? It's just cold, not small. Well, that tower looks like someone got a lot of shipping crates and a crane before someone taught them for lack of planning permission. Toilets are pretty simple. They are. Yeah. Way cooler than a stopper. What's something I have in my notes for you guys? Oh yeah! Who's ready for drama? We have a whole bunch of drama to talk about. Specifically,
Kill me now.
drama connected to the Calamity mod for Terraria. So if anybody's played Terraria, maybe you've heard of the Calamity mod. It's a very, very good mod. They have had new drama. I have learned that they have had a bunch of past drama. So the new drama is that the main dude went on like a big anti-LGBT rant, and the rest of the mods are like, hey, fuck you, get out, and they voted him out. And that's what started. This is like a week ago. Going through all of his stuff and like, you know, a lot of people looking at him critically now, they found out that the main guy for the Calamity mod co-owned a not safe for work Discord that was not only letting minors in, but encouraging them to join. And it's like,
jeez.
buddy, fuck you. So yeah, that guy's done. The subreddit for the Calamity mod is like celebrating because apparently nobody liked this guy. Past dramas with the Calamity mod. There was a mass exodus of devs because of mismanagement a couple of years ago. At one point, the guy who makes the music for the Calamity boss fights and new sections, he just stopped making the music because he was like, guys, I got a lot going on right now, and, you know, quite frankly, it's not fun with all the harassment I'm getting from the players that use the Calamity mod, so I just don't want to do this anymore. Sounds like a lovely place. And then also apparently the subreddit was shut down for a year because the community was so toxic. I love the Calamity mod. I think it's really just awesome. But man, it sounds like the people behind making it are... Holy shit. At one point, this guy that just got ousted for his shit, at one point he was trying to put in stuff in the Calamity mod that refused to run the game if you had any other quality of life mods. So let's say you're like, I'm playing Calamity, but I also want better inventory sorting. The Calamity mod would not let you play the game. He wanted stuff like that in the mod. And everybody's just like, dude, can we just let people play their way? This kind of fucking sucks. And he was like, no, they're playing wrong. Wow, fuck that, Lamau. Shocker, drama, I'm out. Uh-oh, muted. What the fuck are the chances you mentioned this? As I'm launching Terraria. Oh, what the fuck? That's crazy. Doki, huh? What? Lamau like clockwork. Yeah. If I had a nickel for every anti-LGBT bigot who also is suspicious as fuck with minors, I'd have 2 checks notes, huh? Yep, 2 million nickels. It's not 1-to-1. And it's never something you want to see, right? It's never something that's like, I fucking knew it, I called it. I knew he was such a kid. It's never like celebrated. It is fucking shocking just how often people are like anti-LGBT, anti-gay, And then they get caught doing just the most heinous shit. But I mean, that's just what LGBT is for a lot of people right now. It is just the distraction to take away from real issues. Hi, Kala. Okay, I saw Kala in another stream recently. And I was like, Kala, I'm mad at you. You deleted your clips. To talk about this clip. I love you, by the way, Kala. To talk about this clip, this is 5 years ago in Final Fantasy. And, we're in the same guild. We're in the same guild as, like, Proxy, Soma, Lele, Townie, a bunch of those people. I recall to the FC house. And I see Kala there. He's just standing in front of the door to the FC house. I'm at the gate. And I'm like, oh, Kala is on. I wonder if he's streaming right now. So I open up Twitch. I bring up his stream. And on his stream, just 2/3 of his screen is the back of my fucking head. And Kala's just there going, and I'm still waiting for this person to move. He's ruining my outro. Okay, I'm just going to do the outro. Fuck it, he's not moving. He probably went AFK. And I'm like, oh fuck, oh shit, sorry. That was my first time seeing Kala's stream. I think so fondly on that memory. Nice. First time chatter, by the way. Were you? It doesn't say first time chatter. For anybody who doesn't know Kala, they are cracked as fuck shooting game person. I'm just fucking like putting them on under a spotlight, not letting them just
the fuck out of them, dog.
Okay. This is a very like supporty, like I'm gonna gas the fuck out of Kala here. Apex Legends comes out. I'm watching Kala, Proxy, and someone else play Apex Legends. And Proxy and the someone else, they die like right away. Like just instantly. And Kala's like, okay, well, I'll play Reckless and get myself killed so that you guys can get back into the game soon. I'm not gonna make you wait like 20 to 30 minutes. Kala's playing Lifeline, by the way. Like a support character. He just runs at a team of 3. And this team is like, oh, Lifeline's charging at us. Look out for their teammates behind him. Where are they? I don't see their teammates. The Lifeline has killed all 3 of us. And, like, he just kept doing that for 20 minutes. He's literally like, I'm not taking cover. I'm not sneaking around. I am just running at people, just shooting the gun. And he's 1v3ing. By the end, he has like 15 kills, like just cracked items. And he's like, do I just go for the win? And Proxy, the other person, was just like, yeah, dude. Like, you're just gonna do it. Like, you're just gonna win. Like, go. And so he gets to the end. There's 3 teams left, 7 people alive. So Kala knows I'm on a team of 1. It's 2 teams of 3. He sees them start fighting, and he's just like, okay. Scoops head, scoops head, scoops head, scoops head, scoops head. Just kills like 5 of them and wins. Literally, #1 victory royale. Solo for the entire 25-minute game. And like, I knew Kala was good before then, but that was the moment where I was like, holy shit. I'm cringe. Good that I deleted those clips. I'm so sad about it, Kala, because I love that clip so much. And watch now, don't like. I have to continue the oral tradition of passing it on now. Hey, how's your walk? Hello, Kaiwo. Cairo love, roll
Hello.
Cairo.
Hi,
Or
Techno.
love, roll Cairo. Or love, roll Cairo. Or love, roll. You need some spaces there.
What?
I don't know. You need some spaces. I'm gonna fight someone. Rush meta unlocked. Oral? Yes. Oral does not just mean sex noodles. Oh my god. This noodles girl is such a sex pest. Just can't say one word without it being about
That's true.
sex.
That's true.
Unbelievable.
That's true.
I am a sex pest. It was supposed to be emotes. Stop saying them. I'll help you with your oral tradition. That time of the month you joke. It is emotes. What is Yulin on? I don't see it as emotes in either. In Chatterino or my OBS. Base noodles, nodders. But you're right. I don't know, you kind of doing tricks on it. We're at 5.4 miles. I was gonna have to do some tree trimming today, Cairo. My dad came in like 30 minutes before stream and he was like, hey, so some friends asked me if I wanted to play pickleball. So no tree trimming today. And I'm like, oh no, darn, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yes. I'll still have to do it, but you know, Friday instead of today.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fuck Yuland up at Fortnite. Since it's summer again, I'm gonna try to learn how to ride my skateboard. And not eat pavement again. Pavement tastes good though. Yeah, you know, you just get a chunk of pavement, you put it on some toast. That's not a bad meal. I hear people like that and eat that all the time. It's like a party appetizer. Add ketchup. And a bit of pepper. Oh my god, this guy. What's another story I have for you guys? Japan has made lab-grown blood. It's just they've figured out how to, you know, grow blood in a lab. And it's compatible with all blood types. So, that's kind of fucking huge.
Hell yeah.
I didn't see how expensive it was. I didn't see if it was like, yeah, right now, you know, one jar costs $500,000. So, you know, not commercially available yet. But, like, that's still a fucking awesome step in the right direction. Hi, Nick. Raiden. I wish you a very weight gain, Yulin. What the fuck? Oh, yeah, love me some pavement. You didn't like my Tartos joke?
One of America's major exports is actually blood products.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Like, drugs made from, like, plasma and blood.
Mm-hmm. Is that the cute and adorable Yuland I see? Who is the cute furry? That is Sir Noble. I think they are Stencil OST in Twitch?
Yeah.
Okay. That blood better be blue. If you know, you know. I don't know. Doesn't matter how much it is. It's gonna be at least 10 times in the US. Stencil official soundtrack. Oh boy, Kala. The next 4 years. The next 4 years. Admittedly, he did say, the Dorito Man did say he was going to cut down medical costs. Now, his reasoning was that we're paying for healthcare in Europe? Which is like, I'm sorry, the fucking what? And do I actually expect the prices to go down? No, it's the fucking Dorito Man saying it. But, you know, he did pass an executive order that, will aim toward that goal. That is the most you will ever hear me defend that man. I want it to be very clear. Fuck this dude, fuck this dude, fuck this dude, fuck this dude, fuck this dude. Why is Cairo so very cute? Effort. Dedication. Discipline.
A lot of hard work in front of the mirror.
Personality. I hope you have checked with your local council that the trees you're working on aren't under a tree preservation order. He passed many executive orders and many tariffs. The meme I saw this morning was Dorito Man changing a sign that says day since revisions to the tariffs, and it's just a big old 0. Not gonna lie. I do not know how Americans haven't already lynched Trump yet. It's propaganda, Kala. It's a thing that he has a lot of supporters because life is hard. We live in a very late-stage capitalist society that has just created so many problems for us that a lot of people don't have the time to think about this and a lot of the time to, like, learn about these issues and meet people. You know, here on VR Chat, in this community, this bubble, we're very worldly. We learn about a lot of different perspectives and cultures here, but for most Americans, that is not the case. The vast majority of Americans only know other Americans. They only see their sphere. And so they don't know what it's like in other countries. They don't know what it's like with proper systems. They just, you know, they grow up being told America number one, America's the best. And they genuinely believe it. Most Americans, if you say, who's got the best education across all the countries in the world? Most Americans are gonna go, America. Like, not even United States of America, they're just gonna go, us here in America. It's very much like that, combined with, you know, these people that are in power, these politicians, and, you know, the Democratic and Republican Party and the billionaires. They spend such a monumentous, such an egregious amount of money on propaganda and telling you things are one way when they're very clearly not. But they spend so much money on this that a lot of people believe this. Trump is awful. He's, like, wrong in every sense of the word. But the Republican Party and billionaires spend so much money telling you he's great and telling you that the other side would be worse that, like, half the country, clearly half the country, thinks he's a good idea. It's very frustrating. But that's what it is. What the fuck?
When people ask why hasn't America done X yet, I usually just say America, and I'm not talking about individual Americans, has not yet reached a number of child deaths to stop school shootings. If it hasn't reached that number, then that's why it hasn't done X yet.
It's the money they spend in propaganda and media. And it's also just a lot of people are busy. They're just trying to survive and get through their own day in life, and, you know, everybody's trying to take care of themselves. What the fuck? Dorito Man could say he's going to order McDonald's, and I'd still expect him to fuck it up and wind up with a plate of sewage, claim it's the greatest meal ever. USA politics talk, leave. Also, it's us versus them. Yeah. It's frustrating. It's sad. If I wanted to be a political channel, I'd have 5 hours to talk about every single day. But it's just depressing. And when I personally look at that stuff, I just become hateful and bitter. And so, I'm not against talking politics. We'll talk about it now and then. But I try not to make it daily. Hi, Kuro! We were talking politics. Don't run away yet. Don't run away yet. We're done with that, okay? That was the closing statement on politics. Don't leave. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Mizuki. Thank you for the raid. Good job today.
Hi, Kuro.
Mwah. Good job today. We're at the end. We're at the tail end of Ruby Sea, and we're at 5.7 miles. Made Euland when? Are you saying in VR? Or are you saying IRL? Because you know where it is IRL. There's a lot of cuties today. No escape, straighten your posture. It is straight, what do you mean? Raid, Bark, Hi Raiders, Kuro. Also, Euland, didn't you say I had a pass on bully? You bully me about the oral joke? Well, not wrong. Hi, C1C. How are you, Cairo?
Oh, I'm good. Thank you, Nick. I was like, wow, Yolen's interested in how I am? Wow.
No, I was just like, where do I go from here? I don't give a shit
you're
about
not
how you are.
interested in how I am?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Why do you have Legend of Zelda text saying controls tab? In
Because
the
this
bottom
map
corner?
has weird post-processing. That's just connected to the stream camera.
Yeah,
Hi, Wolfie.
That's for the desktop.
Thank you for the follow.
That's if you're in desktop.
Yeah, but it's also for me. I see it on the stream camera. So like, if you look on stream,
Yes.
right under the incline, it just
Yes,
says
because that's tied to the shader, yes.
yes. It kind of makes me
Nice.
not want to walk here again, but it's so minor. There's one map that had some message. Hi, Linus. It had some message like that on stream camera, but it was way bigger. So I'm like, I don't know if it bothers me that much here. I really like Breath of the Wild map, so that would be why. Pyro, he's skipping my messages. He's going to beat me after stream again. I literally didn't. What do you mean? What was your last message? Politics on Twitch. I have to unsub. I'm here for the hot tubs and barely dot head tits. I did skip that one. Oopsie. Hi. You use Poyomi if I recall? Yes. You know what I really like, Yulin? What do you really like, Kuro? Hi, Sleepies. You know what I really like? Fucking the Rabbit and Steel character coming out. God, I want that rabbit so much. You? Okay. I was expecting some gun game thing, like Escape from Tarkov. I really like you too, Kuro. Thank you. Splatoon has the least amount of jank in my opinion. I don't think that's a shader connected to avatars. That's a world shader, Noodles. True light volumes. Kimple put out a really fucking cool volumetric shading thing. Hi, Icarus. I use Little Tune on my model. Great. Huh? We're not talking about model shaders, Noodle. What do you mean? I went and showered, then decided to lay down in bed. Oh no, shader discourse. Light volume, high. Little Tune is simpler, but not as customizable Poyomi. Your model shader can affect light. Again, still not what we're talking about, Noodles. We are talking about Control Tab in the bottom right. Over Cernovil's head, it says Control Tab. That is a world thing. That is a world shader. I can't escape anything. Poyomi also gets to use optimizers, which means everyone should use it or I'll show up out of your cupboard and beat you. I didn't know that about Poyomi. Oku put me on Poyomi. Actually, no, I think Shin put me on Poyomi. And Oku saw it and he was like, use Poyomi, good. And so I was like, yippee! That was the most thought I put into it.
Back in a few.
Okay. I've only been learning Unity for over a week. Don't beat me. There's many people you can ask. Good luck looking at YouTube videos, Lopner. I found a lot of them to be outdated. So I was like, I'm gonna do a 2D avatar. It'll be super easy because it's just a 2D fucking avatar. Every video was outdated. Every single one was just not good. I have two more stories. I saw a video. It's this guy. He's in his front yard with his daughter, and you hear an explosion go off. Just a loud bang. And he's like, oh shit. Alright, we gotta go inside, sweetie. Let's go. And she's like, what was that? And he's like, I don't know, but we're going inside. She's like, can I look out the window? And he's like, no, you can't look out the window. That's how you get killed in a horror movie. Come on, get in the damn house. And it's just like, I mean, it's probably not a horror movie that you're in, dude, but solid logic, I guess. Just this dad saying, that's how you get killed in a horror movie, sweetie. Get in the house. This is so funny to me. What don't you like, Kuro? I tried alone for 5 days, but now I've been asking people. I'm really thankful to all of them. Yes, very much ask people. If anyone offers to, like, sit with you, Lopner, like, if anyone ever says, hey, I'll sit with you while you learn Avatar stuff and just, you know, watch over you, take them up on it, take them up on it, take them up on it, take them up on it. Oh my god. There are literally people who will do that for money, take them up on it. How does one Unity? The fact that you don't play video games with me? Kuro, I would love to. Our video game tastes are so opposite sides that it's like, listen to your own advice. I know Ants and Makai are like fucking, the anime fucking vein popping up on their forehead like, what did this motherfucker just say? I know. I should have done Avatar stuff yesterday. But I was just, between Roadcraft and Tweezing, I was just like, I just don't want to. By beating your head against the wall and crying until it works. Sorry, you and I have jet engines in my ears. I have extensively played with shaders for 1.5 years now, and I still want to backflip 9 Gator into traffic. I didn't get every word. I'm only doing my best. All good, Noodles. I love your best. One does not simply Unity. Listen to your own advice. Dumb. Oh, man. I swear. We always get this video as I'm ending, and it's like, fuck, I never get to walk this video.
You get to walk it now?
No, we're at the end. We're 6 miles.
Oh. Never mind, you don't.
Where's my camera? Here? Anchor. Local. I'm so sorry, Shalani. We will walk you another day. Check out the world we're in. It's fucking Hyrule Castle. I almost fell there. Auto level pitch, flying. Oh, I just turned on auto level pitch. Fucking Hyrule Castle in VR chat. I love this map. I found it Saturday. Everybody was slow to get on for game night. And I was like going around worlds. And then game night happened. It was really fun. Your own advice, Mizuki Wave. You know what you did, Elf. I don't care anymore. I've let ants down. I'm legitimately over it. Take them up on 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 it. Get taught. Get taught. Get taught. Get taught. Understandable Roadcraft is so comfy. I'm getting taught Unity so hard. Okay. My brain and Blender Unity are the same polarity. They repel each other with such force that I just can't understand and retain info. Just feeling to turn a comfy game into a rage game. It was bullshit what I was doing. Okay. Lopner, I touched Unity for 5 minutes and gave up. 10 miles walkies day. It is not. You could just leave the tab open and walk that one tomorrow. I could. Well, I wouldn't leave the tab open. I'd just go to it. Unity is rough, but it started to make sense for me. Yeah, but you have Pocket Rini. Yeah, that's true. Yulin nerd. Just Sat took a while to start up. Or yeah, Sat took a while to start up. Oh, castle. I don't want a castle dedicated to a drug-addled dictatorship. I rule. You're banned, Zvi. You're banned. Buying a base plus assets for the base is pretty simple. Just understanding the UIs mostly. I need partner purely so bed is warm when I go. God, it's freezing. You guys wait here. Nope. I need to put this on world. You guys wait here. I'm changing to my pajamas. I was making a lot of progress. Oku was teaching me like every day. And it was going very, very well. And then I got busy with plans and we basically stopped meeting in calls for Avatar work. And, I feel like I was dumb and I threw away, not a golden opportunity, but like I had a good thing going. And I should have put a lot more effort into continuing it. But that's a whole other thing. Where is my camera? Oh, it's over there. Okay. Only 10 Haxie. Put a space heater in your bed. No, please. I need the Schadenfreude and cute buns. 14 and raining here. I don't remember to eat for days on end. I'm not going to remember a space heater. But you gotta get all the time. You gotta get the heater once. I'm joking. That's start a fire. Oh, eating. That's what I was going to do today. Well, look at you all warm and snug then. Thinking about it. It's been raining for like 18 hours straight. It'd be warm though. We went 6 miles. So let's update our title. Where's my mouse? Where actually is my mouse? Oh, there it is. What? What was that? What was that? Hi, U.S. Department of Gay Affairs. Thank you for the follow. That's so fucking funny. Is this person live? I cannot tell if this person is live still. Are they in my follow? I don't think they are live still. I love Twitch when it still has a little red button there that says like, this person's still live. And they totally fucking aren't. Elin, you know it's dangerous to gay without a license. They'll never stop me. 6 miles. Now we rest. I spelled that horrifically wrong. Done. How many hours has it been raining gay for the rest of their life? They'd be warm though. Hi there. I got to inform you that your license has reached past its expiration date. How bad is it? How bad is it to keep gaying without the gay license? Minor grammatical error. You know it's dangerous to gay without a license? It's just be like, when the hell did I eat last Monday? Wait, today is Friday, frick. Remember to stay vigilant for gay scams. Haxie, please. Bunny suit's not gonna fit in your too thin either, Haxie. Remember. 2,600. Fine for gang without a license. Work stress does wild things. I'm covered by the pan plan. Oh my god. Alright. Where are we going? We actually have a lot of people with us today. I need more comfy maps. I haven't added a new comfy map in a while. Let's go to this one. This one's good for having a lot of people. Friends, drop portal. Gotta go tell them all. Portal! Portal! Yup. We're going to Lucid Dream. Who puts the money after the amount? No Fed would ever put the dollar in the wrong spot. Do not redeem. It is correct for the dollar amount to go in front. It is something that I see a lot of people do, especially in the US. They constantly put it in the back because you say, you know, $2,600, but with a symbol, that's got to go in front. So it's written out differently than it's said. Turner collide. You guys wait here. I'm gonna chug water. I love it when you turn colliders off and they don't affect couches, or maybe it's just backwards. It's backwards. Okay. Where's my windows? They're all over there. Oh no, what was that noise? Oh no. Can't do this while I'm setting up, I swear. Oh god, I'm gonna be honest, your name looks really hard. Hylof? Alof? Hi Halof. Thank you for the follow. If there's a right way to say it, please let me know. Sir, I'm Polish. I don't care about American spelling of dollar. I actually know a few Polish people. One of my best friends. They're live right now. We'll be playing Repo with them Wednesday. Oh. We'll be playing Repo with them Wednesday, and then they're disappearing for a month. And I'm going to miss them dearly. I don't even know how much internet they'll have. Where is this camera? Where actually is this camera? Alright. Anchor. Default. Turn flying on. I gotta barely move forward. There. I'm happy with that. Okay. Work stress is wild things. I'm covered by pan plan. No fed, whatever. I'm Polish. I don't care about American spelling of dollar. Valen, aren't you a big fan of putting it in the back? Okay, buddy. Alright. Wait, am I right or not? I'm getting confused. The dollar sign goes in front. It goes dollar sign, numerical amount. A lot of people mess that up because when you say American money, you say $2,600. And so if you're writing out how it sounds, it's reverse order. Yes, I'm feeling. Good job on the Walkland. Thank you. Hard name. Oh my, I knew it. Where'd all your cuties go? They're coming. They're filtering in. Some of them were in desktop and kind of AFK. Den is, well, she would normally do her thing where she like claps down on her bed, but she found a camera, and so she's very distracted suddenly. My eyes are like barely open, so it's like, ooh. This is how it turned out. You. I was right. Is Euro Noodles? Eland is right there. 2,600. $26.00. Hang on. Other way, Leon. Yeah, he is very cute. Lynn forehead. Sultry Yuli pics. Okay. Alright. What? Oh, I see what it's. $006,2. I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's quite right, Leon. The last story I had, I was setting up and I didn't even notice that Den had drawn her Among Us. What? I know exactly why you're so good at drawing Among Us. It's because you practice so much. Is it on screen? Kind of. The last story I had was Omaru Polka, one of the Hololive girls. Don't shake it, I'll actually have a Tism rant. One of the Hololive girls, she had a important announcement, which for a VTuber, you know what that means. She went live for her important announcement stream, and she's getting choked up. She's crying. She says, you know, she'll miss everybody. She hopes people will be able to follow her to where she's going. But, you know, if they can't, she understands. She had such a good time. And after like 20 minutes of this, she announces she won a Switch 2 raffle. And she's looking forward to playing Switch 2 games. And if you didn't get a Switch 2 and can't play with her, she'll miss you. This fucking bitch, I swear. It is such a like thing for bait. Yeah, it is such a thing for VTubers to be like important announcement, and 9 out of 10 times that means they're retiring. Fucking Polka is just her announcing she got a Switch 2, as expected of the fucking clown. Boy, don't take pictures of me. I'm only wearing a towel. Blue Twitch? I mean, yeah. Don't shake it, I'll actually have a Tism rant. So are you not supposed to shake pictures like that? Fire at will. $1 to $1,600 bait. Lol keck. Yeah, I don't watch much Hololive. Oh, I don't watch any Hololive. But I'll catch clips like that. That's fucking funny. That's fucking a great moment. Wait, did Cairo join and then just not come over here?
What do you mean? I'm right here.
Oh, you're over there. Okay. I was like, where the fuck is he? Your name was behind one of my windows. I kind of expected that from her. Hi, Grianne. I knew she's, you know, a bit of a jokester. I mean, obviously, she's the fucking clown Hololive girl. I still feel like I would have fucking fallen for that. I absolutely would have been, you know, hook, line, and sinker. Good night. Sleep well, Haxie. Nope. I think it can mess up the picture if you shake it. My brother is an instant photo guy. Oh, I don't know if I actually had the face on. My pinky was fucking up. It makes the chemicals run. I miss Feet Cat. Oh, good night. I kind of expected that from her. Oh, so it'll blur and get that like really weird effect. I took a Polaroid to Dragon Con and had to tell people that. And only this one dude older than me knew that. Handed out Polaroids of consenting cosplayers. I've seen people blow on it instead. What if they're shaking in a way that doesn't cause it to run? What if they're like moving it perfectly up and down? So it's just not like pushing it in a direction. You think of that, Noodles? I feel like blowing on it would be worse. Especially like one of those guys that just cannot just say it, they spray it. If you guys have ever seen like a bar or like somebody's in a ray of light and they're talking and it's just all the fucking shooting out from their mouth. Holy. Hi, Dino Zoomies. Can people blow? Yeah, aren't you supposed to keep Polaroids warm to cure them? Let's Polaroid in a mug of tea. Happy Monday, I'll just let it lay. I don't know that I've even seen a Polaroid camera. I've definitely never owned one. The what I've seen, so I remember being like 10 and my parents getting a digital camera. I remember before that they would get the little like Kodak cameras that you bring to Walmart to develop. They'd get the the little orange disposable ones and take those like when we went backpacking. Flat like half lit areas, not like super bright or dark. Floor camera I want is like $600. It folds flat. So yeah, my notes: no tree trimming, Roadcraft Rage, WoW LFR first 2 bosses, Japan has made lab-grown blood, Omaru Polka from Hololive, important announcement, and dad and daughter hear explosion, get in the house. No, you can't look out the window, that's how people die in horror movies. And then the Calamity mod drama. That was my notes for today. So trick it into trying to stream really long games from start to finish while thinking it'll take under a week. What? Okay, so this is a play on words. Just let it lay. So trick it into trying to stream really long games from start to finish while thinking it'll take under a week. I guess why? I'm missing the joke. I tried figuring out. I know there's a joke there. I'm not seeing it. Phelan, I added an outfit to your throne. Since you only add costumes. Oh no. There's a severe lack of cuties.
You
should what?
You should finish what you're saying first.
There's a severe lack of cuties in this boy's lap and cuddling distance. Den's bouncing around. Jockey's behind. Kimmy's, well, in a good spot now. Unterra is over there. Where did Cairo go? Are they on screen? I don't know where Cairo went. Oh, you turned into a camel. I see.
Yeah, I'm a camel.
No, there's a lot of cuties on screen. There's a lot of people here. Same. Archie. I don't know. Or I don't get it. I just nod and agree. Oi. Lay equals lay. Lay. Tried to do Claire obscure marathon stream start to finish. It did not go quickly. Yeah. I thought it might be that, but hi, Valdir. Okay, what were you gonna say, Kimmy?
The fucking joke thing. If you couldn't see, you should pull out a mirror.
That was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just wanted to believe.
Nice. What have you suggested?
Moby Huge.
Holy shit, there's so many throwing suggestions. Okay.
Oh, the Moby Huge? Hell yeah.
There's not a Moby Huge in the suggestion. There is a Yes Cool weighted blanket for adults, 20 pounds, 60 by 80 inches, mouth full dildo face mask. Okay, all right. Full Metal Fusion shirt, classic T-shirt. So it's Nina and the dog doing the fusion dance. Fuck me harder panties. Okay. Baby Deco pacifier. That is $40 for a pacifier. What the fuck? Latex Love cosplay set L. Ooh, that's really expensive though. It looks like I want it, but it's $150. And then what Global just suggested, Anakin Skywalker costume set, and it's very much the outfit he had on when he cut down a lot of younglings. Nice, Global.
I mean, you don't want a child murderer outfit, Yolan?
No, I
You could
don't.
wear it in the school zone going 60.
Okay, one of my fucking favorite vines was the guy playing Beat Saber in VR, and he's just squatting and going like this, and his two friends are looking at him, and one's like, what's he doing? I think he's playing Beat Saber. And then he takes the headset off. Whew, it's a good workout. Like, yeah, it looked intense. I kind of want to try it. And he's like, oh yeah, here you go. And he gives him the headset, and it just starts playing Star Wars music. And he's like, wait, is this like a Beat Saber collab? What is this? And then it's just like the movie with the youngling going, Master Skywalker. It's so fucking good. Agreed, there's lots of cuties. I'm just trying to give them a not needed excuse to cuddle up on you. Oh, hey, you. I finally decided to check out the blue site. Actually forgot I had an account. I'm gonna say a smash. Okay, alright. Okay, thank you. Weighted blankets are peak. 20 pounds for a weighted blanket? Sounds like a good deal. No. It was 20 pounds weight. The blanket itself was like $40. Well, now. Or you could wear it while drinking Younglings beers. I also got you tickets to Mustafar. Hi, Archangel. I actually have too many blankets. I have one that's like a lap blanket that I put over my TV to stop reflection for my base trackers. I have a quilt and a comforter that I use a lot. I have a second quilt, I think, and then I have a I have a really weird plastic blanket that I've never really liked, but I never like threw it away. Cute? I know she is. I know. 20 pounds just to get on a waiting list for it? No, that sounds like a scam. So many blankets it looks like a wispy mat. If I put them all around my room, yes. The two I use for sleeping are technically on a bed in a different room. I have a bed in this room. I don't sleep in this room. So the bed in this room is like, it's just a mattress, and then technically it's just a futon on it. And I move the futon onto the ground when I take my naps. The plastic one is in a chest. The second quest is in a chest. And then there's the one on the TV. So like there's only like one blanket out in this room right now. The futon is fun. Not sleeping? No, it is very much for sleeping. It is very much the napping location. I used to nap on this beanbag, but it kind of just fucks my back, and it probably wouldn't fuck my back if I didn't have the beanbag slanted. But because I always sit on the beanbag at the end of the walk and talk to you guys like this, like I'm sitting in the beanbag with a pillow under my back. That kind of turns the beanbag into like a chair shape, and it's not good for sleeping on. I'd have to refluff it every time. So I sleep on the futon. Sorgi, I'm still a little hyper. All good, all good. Pounded by 20 man, huh? Energizer Benoit moment. Today. Plans for today. If I'm strong, I'll start Avatar stuff. Don't hold your breath. Don't expect anything from me. I'm probably going to be weak.
I'm holding it.
I would like to play more not Minecraft. I'd like to play more Roadcraft. Not fuck up that game. Oh, I have another outfit to put on too. There's like 3 outfits I have favorited, but I haven't bought yet. And then there's one outfit I have all the parts for, but I think I need to do some resizing. What I really need to do is re-upload my avatars, because the original FBX with them is like just borked. It seems like proportions got edited, and I turned my jiggles off. And so, also every bone has been renamed. And so I just need to start over on my avatars. Because I have all the parts ready, for my other stuff, it shouldn't be too hard to just rebuild all the avatars I have. A lot of the work has been done on them. It should just be like putting them back together. But it is a little intimidating being like, I need to start over completely. Yeah, I need to update the walking outfit. I need to fix some of the toggles on the beach outfits. I need to add a hi, submissive shy boy. Thank you for the follow. I need to
You follow yourself?
shut the fuck up. I need to update toggles on the beach outfit. I need to add a safe for work version of the pajamas, because this one here isn't particularly safe for work. Hi, Riddle. Hi, Elan, my bone eater and hot dog bone eater. Huh? What What are you trying to say there? And then was there a fourth outfit? There's the sling outfit, but that one's like, I don't really need to do anything with that, and boy howdy, I'm never gonna have a safe for work version of it, so can't really do much with that one. So I need to update the standard walking, the beach, and the PJs. And then I can start adding all the other outfits that I have my eye on, but just haven't done anything with. Like the bunny outfit, the maid outfit, the reverse bunny outfit. Those are for later though. Went straight for the bone inside the hot dog ladybug outfit. I don't know if I'm gonna do a ladybug outfit. I haven't seen that show, so it's like I'm not really super into it. Who is live today? There was someone I very much wanted to raid earlier. And they were very uncharacteristically live, like super early morning. So it was like, oh, if they're still live when I finish, we can go there. But they have ended like 20 minutes ago, so I'm like, oh man. There's a lot of good targets though. There's a few good ones. I'm thinking. Do we go? Okay. Helldivers 2 or V Rising? Those are the options. Hi Huntera, hello. I want Ladybug outfit just for double pun. You don't get your Glizzy's bone in? No! Helldive. You know, if you ask your mods, cut someone in half. Do you want it done hamburger bun style or hot dog bun style? Hamburger. Path of least resistance. So you cut them this way because then that is an easier cut to do. Hi Kersey, hi Den, Helldive, hello Riddle. If it's game choice, Hellgoobers. Hi Riddle, hi. I did make it game choice. Who is okay. They're both good targets. And like the moment I started thinking about one, I'm like, oh, but I kind of want to do the other. How do I split so that half of you go to V Rising and half of you go to Helldivers? How do we do that? Logic as usual, my lord. I don't. Hell Rising. V Divers, flip a coin. No. We should go to Helldivers. I asked. I got a very, like, definitive answer. 2 people said Helldivers. Nobody said V Rising. A ladybug outfit would be cute as fuck. Okay. What is a ladybug outfit? Because I'm thinking of that anime, not anime, the ladybug one, where it's just a fucking latex bodysuit. Hilarious Pog. I need to play more. Yes. Fingies. Shout out one and raid the other. Okay. The one playing V Rising is Hikari. Hikari VR. That's who I was considering raiding. And I would normally show up there and be like, we love V Rising. But you guys wanted Helldivers. So, we are going to Giraffimation. She's playing with a squad. I can't tell who's in her squad right now. Oh, and Ladybug and Cat Noir. Super Earth Juan again. Whatever the Ladybug outfit will need be double pun. Whatever the ladybug outfit will be, need double pun. That's what I was thinking of. Hi, Lunny. Alright. Alright, let's get up. Grab this. What is that? That's not a bad pick. Blah. Blah. Holy moly. Anyway. Where am I putting this? Putting it in a little seating lounge. Anchor world. Okay. Hikari was the one on V Rising. We're going to Super Earth. We're going to Giraffimation. Adios, you don't have a good nap. Thank you for the socials. Flash. Raid. Giraffe. 1R. 2 Fs. Giraffimation. Adios, Elon. Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 6 miles. Thank you for the incline. That was Chernobyl, and Trogdor. Salute, yes, Den, bye-bye. Is that a picture of Steppy Boy? It was. Have a good nap, Flynn. Adios. Hi, Joe and Logitech. Hi, Known. Hi, Anna. Bye, go back to sleep now. Sorry, just ended anyway. Oh, did they? Alright, well, this works out then. Thank you for the great stream, Elon, in chat. God bless you all, sweetie. Yeah, we're going to Super Earth, Giraffimation. She's super cute. Tell her to post more feet content. No plans today, but Tales of Vesperia with Cairo and Eris tomorrow. I love you. Bye.